Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, hello. Is my background funny? I love it. I think it's funny. The Crusader of Truth. Hell yeah. I'm pulling up the song right now. Hi, Pam. Hi, YouTube. Hi, Twitch. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for coming and tapping to get us up a For You page quicker. I really appreciate you so much. Welcome, welcome to YouTube. Welcome to Twitch. Welcome to TikTok. If you voted for Donald Trump, you're going to hit that guest request button and come on up. But I'm going to go ahead and play my theme song. So here we go. Get ready for the Diava Smackdown. She signs on every day waiting for MAGA to enter the door. Whether this and that and a sheepish grin. Look out, MAGA, she's about to begin. She's got moxie, it runs through her soul. She's the queen of SmackDown, yeah, it's her role. She invites the MAGA to challenge a fight. Careful where you tread, cause she's got bite. Come see Diana, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diana is the badass of SmackDown Queens. MAGA tries to argue, but they have no wit. Diana hit him with facts when they start talking shit. Your logic's a mess, your facts are weak. Go step aside, boo, I've got truth to speak. She's got a heart of gold, but her force is steel. Don't ever talk over her, cause she'll make you squeal. From Twitter to TikTok, she's roaming the streets. Diana's got game, and she's hard to beat. See Diana, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diana is the badass of SmackDown Queens. She's got a megaphone and a platform to preach. Running her show in the TikTok streets. Equality for all and respect for her crew. Come meet Sir Val and Gemma the Jew. With maggots in the corner, looking kind of small as they stumble over word and begin the free fall. Diava delivers the end game stunner. She says, oh, look, we got a winner. A crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diana is the best of SmackDown Queens. So raise up our glasses and give her a follow. Come see her make all the MAGA twits swallow. With her wit and her wisdom, she's got game. Diava's a legend, and we all Coffee Talk. Know her name. Stop being so emotional. That's for you, MAGA. Stop being so emotional. So emotional. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit that guest request button and come on up. Let's have a chitty chat. If you voted for Harris, just tap that screen to tap and share the live to get us on the For You page so we can get some good conversation in here today. So if you could kindly tap the screen. If you voted for Donald Trump, come on up. I am looking to talk to Trump supporters today. So if you voted for Donald Trump, I'm looking for you. Everybody else, tap the screen. It doesn't look like we've hit the For You page yet. So just keep tapping. Robin Hoodlum. Thank you to whoever sent me the gift. I was busy jamming. I'm so sorry. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, you're going to hit that guest request button and come on up. I've been around. I've been around TikTok streets today. They are feral. Let's see if they're going to be scared of me today or if they're going to have some courage.
I'm going to bring up my backup account here. Make sure you're following my backup account. All right. And if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Come on up. Let's go. I'm looking to talk to you. Trump supporters have the box for the next 2 hours, so request up. Hello to YouTube. Hello to Twitch. Great to see everybody here today. If we've got warm milk for you. Nobody is scared of you. Then Trees, come up. Come up. And if you don't come up and talk to me and keep chirping in the comments section, you'll get muted. That's easy. You guys' place is up on the panel talking to me, having conversations. The chat is for Kamala supporters. It's easy. Trump is your stepdad. I don't have the dad kink. You guys have the dad kink. That's on you. That's something you need to work out with your therapist. That's not on me. I don't have a dad kink. Trump supporters seem to have glass closets and weird kinks. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. $100-year planning talking about it. They have daddy's issues. That's on you, boo. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. I'm looking to speak with you. You guys alone are the only ones I'm allowing up for the next 2 hours. So the floor is yours. If you voted for Donald Trump, come on up. Let's have a conversation. If you don't hit the guest request button and you still chirp in the comment section, then you're going to be muted. Bobby, hi. Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
All right. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
28, Texas.
Okay. Did you want to respond to my background or what did you want to talk about?
Yeah, that background is ridiculous.
It's true.
No, it's not.
Well, if you make budget cuts to Medicare, Medicaid, food assistance, SNAP benefits, all of that, so that he can give a $4.6 trillion tax cut to the wealthy, that is literally the definition of stealing from the poor and giving to the rich.
No, it's not.
It is. And veterans, yeah.
No.
You can't just say no. Have you looked at the budget resolution? Have you looked at anything? Have you looked to see how much they're slashing from these programs?
No.
Okay, then how are you up here arguing with me if you never read it?
Because you don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, I actually do. You're the one who doesn't know what you're talking about because you just told me you haven't read it.
Uh-huh.
You shouldn't have been allowed to vote.
Why not?
Because you're uneducated. You're uninformed. You don't know anything. You don't know what the hell you voted for.
I am educated.
I'm not talking about school and how far you went in school. I'm talking about politically educated to make a good decision on who to vote for. I'm sure. Do you know how many branches of government we have?
How many branches of government? I think it's like 4.
How many senators are there?
I don't know. Do you know how many senators there are?
Yes.
Then why'd you vote the wrong way if you know all that?
I didn't vote the wrong way, which is why I voted the way I did, because I do read and I do know policy. I know how the government works. I know everything that I needed to know. You guys, when I just said that you're uneducated, that's what I meant. I didn't say, I'm not talking about whether you went to high school or college. I'm talking about being politically uninformed and uneducated.
So,
Am I being punked?
what?
Am I being punked? Like, are you like trolling me to act this dumb or?
I don't get what you're trying to say. I don't see how, like, you think I'm unintelligent.
All right. Today I'm gonna choose kindness, Bobby. You have a day you deserve, buddy. That would have been abusive if I kept talking to him. That was so bad. Oh my god. Okay, anyway, everybody else tap 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 tap. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. Okay. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. Everybody else tap the screen. I cross, I guess. Well, I don't know what else to call you. What do I call you?
Trump 2024. Kamala's a bitch.
Trump 2024, he already won. You're a little late. Go back to bed. Go put your diaper on. Go get your baba and your binky and your banky. Get your binky and your banky and go take a nap. Yeetus the fetus. Good Lord. That didn't sound like a kid. That was a zygote. That was a zygote. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. Let's have a chit chat. Please, for the love of all that's holy, you have mod abilities, Isabella. Swipe out and come back in because it shows me you still have all your full mod capabilities. I did abort him. That's why he left. I did abort him. In true Democrat fashion. What, y'all didn't have your daily abortion today? Oh, come on. Come on. Keep up with it, ladies. J-Dog, did you vote for Trump?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
46 in Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay.
I was arguing with some people on another live. They were saying there's no illegals voting. And I said, damn right there is. I said, are you guys aware in Frederick, Maryland, they passed a law where the illegals can vote on all the...
Okay, first of all, on my live, you're not going to refer to human beings as illegals. If you want to say undocumented, you can, but you're not going to call it... If human beings are not illegal.
But that's even... Look, ma'am, I can give you a title of the news article that is actually a source.
Oh my God. Oh my God. J-Dog. Hey, J-Dog. They can't vote in federal elections. There's some states that allow them to vote in local elections. Okay.
Yeah, that's what this other lie, they didn't believe it.
Okay, it's okay. Shh. Calm down, honey. Shh. Calm down. It is illegal for them to vote in federal elections for the president in federal elections. States can allow people to vote in their states for local issues. Local issues. You know, states' rights, right? States' rights. Let the states whatever do that they want. Who cares? But they are not allowed to vote in federal elections. The reason why some of these municipalities allow them to vote in local election is because they pay local taxes. So they let them have a voice, and that's okay.
You don't think they should be paying taxes? They use their schools?
They do. What did I just say?
Yeah, but do you think they paid her fair
Do you
share?
know what I just said?
Do you think they paid her fair share? Maybe?
Yes.
No.
Yes. How do you give me how do you know that they don't?
Okay, so here's one guy goes to work in the factory.
No, I don't need an anecdotal story. I don't care. Can you please tell me? No, I don't want it. I don't want an anecdotal story. I said, where? Can you show me somewhere that shows that undocumented immigrants do not pay their fair share? I don't know. They had some flash thing with these roses. So if you guys want to do this challenge, feel free. Thank you.
So the guy that's been working for me for 20 years,
Nope,
right?
nope. I just said anecdotal. I don't care about one person who works for you. It is not representative. It is not representative of the entire country.
How many people work for you?
Sir, this is not about me. This is not about you. It's about the country as a whole. And undocumented immigrants do not vote in federal elections.
I didn't say you could. I just said you can vote.
No, but you have to say it. You have to say it properly. You mislead people that think like
You
you.
didn't even know that.
Shut the fuck up. If I'm speaking, you're not, which is why my mods keep muting you. I don't allow men to speak over me, and it's sure not going to start with you. So let me speak. Oh, guess what? You just lied and got a violation. I had to kick you for election integrity or for commute. Yeah. He lied. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bye. That's what happens when you lie. You can do that. The algorithm is going to get you. Algorithm's going to get you. Algorithm's going to get you. Oh, it's so sad. Don't come up lying. Don't come up lying. Lily, did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 45 and I live in South Dakota.
Dude, you still have milk.
I
Your
love
mother,
Donald Trump.
you still
He's
have
wacky.
you still have your mother's milk dripping from your chin. Be quiet. Get out of here. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up, unless you're under the age of 18. My God. Lord. Yeah, Lady Fox on YouTube. Have you seen the illegal immigrant standing behind Trump? Behind Trump? Exactly. There was somebody who came here illegally. Let's see. Well, I'm down with deporting Elon. I am down. My Cash App. Oh, yes. Thank you, Rick. I'll check my Cash App. I didn't get a notification yet, so thank you. I am not taking friendlies right now at all. I'm only taking Trump supporters and Trump supporters only. So please, if you're friendly, do not request at this time. Thank you. Meow, did you vote for Trump?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
19. I live in New York City, or New York State, if you want to call it that.
19?
Yeah, December 7th of 2005 was my birthday.
Okay. What did you want to add to the?
Well, I mean, let's see.
The conversation, or do you want to respond to the background?
Oh, I mean, I was gonna say why I voted for Trump. That's okay.
Sure.
Well, one of my biggest issues was, funding foreign wars that we have really no business funding.
Do you know why we're funding Ukraine?
Yes.
Why?
Budapest memorandum. And yes, I know what that is.
Okay, so then why shouldn't we honor our agreement and treaty that we made? Would they honor their end of the bargain by denuclearizing? Why shouldn't we hold up our end of the bargain to give them the ability to defend themselves?
At this point, Ukraine, whether we fund them or not, they have no way of winning the war.
They absolutely do. They 100% do. Russia has took, I think, 500,000 or 800,000. I'm not sure the number. It's escaping me right this second. Of casualties. They are very weak. They had to call in North Korea to help them. They thought they were going to take Ukraine in 3 days, and then it was 2 weeks. Ukraine has held them off all this time using our weaponry that we have given them. So they have every right to defend themselves, and we should continue to fund them as long as it takes. 890,000 casualties. Thank you. I thought it was 8, but I wasn't sure. But that they have a weakened force, and Ukraine can absolutely win. And all that has to happen for this war to be over is for Russia to get the fuck out of there and leave them alone. Problem solved. All Russia has to do is leave. That's it. It's over.
I'm not a fan of Putin, nor am I a fan of Zelensky.
Well, you would be on Putin's side if you say that we should just let Ukraine flounder by themselves. That is a pro-Putin stance, which is the stance that Donald Trump has taken.
Not necessarily.
It is. No, it is. It is. You don't give a dictator a single fucking centimeter of Ukrainian land because he will not stop there. You can't just let him keep what he's occupied by invasion. That just encourages that behavior to continue.
Okay. Also, I might have a bit of an accent. I'm Ukrainian and Russian. I'm both, so that's probably why I have a bit of an accent to the people saying that I do.
Then why are you rooting against Ukraine, you fucking traitor?
I am both.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What
time is it in New York right now?
It's 4:26 currently. I live in the Bronx, Riverdale to be specific. 4:26 right now. 4:26. And I can name you the 5 boroughs.
I don't care. But what you're talking about is just like ridiculous.
Okay. Well,
You're either for Putin or you're not.
would you like me to speak?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, how is this?
How long have you lived here? Because I don't believe you.
My whole life. I was born in Forest Hills in Queens. I was born in Forest Hills. I lived through Sandy. I've lived here my whole life. I was born in the city. I lived here my whole life.
Then how come you have an accent if you were born and raised here? You don't have a Queens accent.
Well, this is how I've sounded my whole life. And if you want, I can show you my birth certificate if you really want me to.
I mean, if you can give me your social security next if you want.
This is how I've sounded. I can't change the way I sound, but this is where I sound.
How can you be both for Russia and Ukraine? That doesn't make any sense, is what I'm telling you. What I see is that it's BS.
I'm for my people. I am not for either government. I hate both governments.
Well, Zelensky's been a fucking great leader. So you can hate it all you want, but your people are being unalived and massacred by the Russians.
Both sides have... sorry for the warning. My dog's sorry.
No, not both sides. You're not going to both sides this shit. Ukraine was invaded. Of course they're going to fight back. Wouldn't you?
Both sides have committed war crimes.
Not in this war. No.
Yes, in this war.
Okay, I'm gonna move on. I don't believe a word that's coming out of your mouth. Elon, go back to Trump. He's waiting for you. I don't believe a fucking word out of his mouth. Not a single one.
It's kind of disrespectful.
I don't really give a shit. I didn't ask for your opinion. I didn't ask for your...
How hopeful and joyful.
No, I didn't even acknowledge you. Of course, you're a Trump supporter. You came in. Use some fucking decorum and wait your turn. I'm having to do an announcement. Thank you. Richard, shut up. Rick C, thank you for the $2 for the $2 challenge. What Rick is saying, he wants everybody to send $2 to my Cash App or Venmo to help support my live. So if you want to participate, send $2 to my Cash App or Venmo. I'll make it easy for you and put it here on the screen. But it's just my name, Diavatalks, and it has my same logo, so you know it's me. But if you want to help support my live, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Rick, for doing the challenge. I appreciate it. Okay, now you can come off unmute yourself. And how old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 37 and I voted in Kentucky.
Okay, one of the states with the lowest education. Tracks. Okay.
Oh, yeah, education is great, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up in South Texas. I think graduated.
That's pretty much the same.
Oh man.
We already know how red states are. It's okay.
Liberal friends.
Is it how many people am I talking to? Oh, because your voice totally changed.
No, it didn't. I don't have a they them personality. I'm sorry, I'm one person.
Oh, so you're just a transphobic, homophobic bigot. That's why you voted for Trump. Got it. Okay, I got it. Yeah. You see how many followers do you have? No. How many followers do you have? Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna invite you to turn on your camera. You're gonna turn on your camera because if you're gonna be a transphobic or a homophobic bigot, then you're going to turn on your camera and show the world your face. There you go. Be loud and proud, bigot.
Thank you. I'm not though.
You are.
I'm not.
You are.
I mean, it's like
You are. You are. You are. If you're like, I'm not they, them, I'm not two people. They, them, that is actually confirming that you're transphobic and or homophobic, but you're definitely a bigot, for sure. 100%.
I'm referring to more than one person.
You need to turn your camera on.
I did.
No, you're going to keep your face on. If you're going to be a bigot on my live, you're going to show your face.
I didn't ask to see your face.
You requested to come up into my live.
You're right, because I was going to discuss some things with you.
Yeah, I know, but if you're going to be a bigot, then we can move on to another topic. But don't bring up anything about LGBTQ people or pronouns again. Thank you. Now move on to whatever you want to talk to.
I want to know where I said something bigoted.
I already just said, then turn on your camera and we'll talk. Then turn on the camera and we'll talk. Then turn on the camera and we'll continue talking.
With a 1%, how much does a 1% pay? How much does the top 1% pay in taxes?
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, so then how is your thing accurate?
Because if you're stripping, okay. I don't allow men to speak over with me, and it's not going to start with you today. No, you shut your pie hole. You ask me a question, I'm going to explain my background. Have some self-control, you petulant child. Okay, thank you. Shh, just keep muted. Good boy. Okay. When you take money and you strip benefits out of Medicare, Medicaid, food assistance programs, veterans programs, so that you can do your $4.5 trillion tax break to the 1%, you're literally taking it from the poorest and neediest and giving it to the rich. It's literally textbook definition.
47% of all tax revenue is paid by.
Okay, and again, it totally does not matter. That's because they have more money. They should, but they should be taxed at a higher rate because they can afford it. Give us the tax breaks. Give us the tax breaks. Fuck the corporations. They have enough money. Give the tax breaks to us.
What's the incentive to become a millionaire?
Give that tax breaks to us.
You can sing it, doesn't mean it's going to happen.
And just because you think you're going to be a millionaire one day, it's just greed. Then you're just a greedy fucker. That's all it is.
I didn't say that.
No, you're just greedy. I don't know. Nobody needs to make millions and millions and billions of dollars. Billionaires shouldn't even exist. Billionaires shouldn't exist. Billionaires should not exist when we have people that are hungry and going without. Billionaires should not exist. Once you make $999 million, you're done. You're taxed at 100%.
So should you just disappear then? Should you unalive them?
No, they should have to pay 100% taxes, anything over $999 million. Yes.
Why?
Because if you in a country, if you still have people that are below the poverty line, do you not fucking know how to control yourself? Who raised you? Who raised you? You have no manners. Stop talking over me.
I said ma'am.
I don't give a fuck if you call me ma'am. Stop talking over me. And all I want you to do is not talk over me.
I said I was sorry.
But you keep doing it. Every time I open my mouth, you talk over me.
Because you keep yelling and calling me names.
I didn't call you anything other than a bigot earlier. That obviously hurt your feelings because hit dogs holler, my friend. Hit dogs holler.
My feelings are just fine now.
Yeah, that's why you're really stuck on that bigot thing. Yeah.
No, it's ridiculous.
No, hit dogs holler, my friend. probably don't know that saying either. But you should not take from the poorest of people in order to give tax incentives to millionaires and billionaires that already have enough money. If they're looking for ways,
So
if they're looking for ways for, if
if
the way,
take from the poorest of people, then why is the Democratic side of the senators in the House?
what?
Why are the Democrats not voting in favor of not taxing Social Security if you're not? Let's hear it. Why are they so in favor of
Sorry. Oh, you poor, bless your heart. You're.
I mean, you can't answer the question, can you?
Oh, yeah, I can.
Let's hear it.
because it's not in the bill. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security is not in the bill.
Right.
No. Okay, go pull it up right now. No. Go pull it up right now. It's public record. Go pull it up. Go pull it up. Do a search for the word tax. Or no, look for tips and overtime. Oh my God. Everybody else, tap the screen. We have a $2 challenge going on. If anybody wants to help support my live, send $2 to my Cash App or Venmo. They're both spelled the same way. And they have my logo, so you know it's me. Do a search for the word overtime and tips. Overtime and tips. Uh, 50-50 on whether he's going to drop. He's going to run. Who wants to take the bet? He's going to run. How much you want to bet he's going to run? Oh, did you pull it up?
Hold on, I found one thing, but I'm looking for other things. I'm not going to just go by what you want to search.
No. Oh, well, you said no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security. So go ahead. That one too.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But you told me overtime.
Tax, tips, and or Social Security, overtime, and tips. None of those three are in there. Oh, Cheryl, thank you for the $2 for the $2 for the $2 challenge. Is he serious? I think so. They all think it's in there because Trump said it again at his State of the Union address. He was like, "I'm all for no tax on tips, no tax on," except it's not in the bill. It's not in the bill. He may be for it, but it's not in there. It's not in there. No, honey, you only get one tax plan every 8 years. It's not going to get added later because he's already at the debt ceiling. The debt ceiling is already at 4.5. He can't even do one of them. He can't pass it as a separate anything. He can't do it. The debt ceiling's been reached. Terry, thank you for the $5 for the drink you'll need after all these crazies. Thank you, Terry. Thank you for the $5 cash out. Go ahead, Val. I think he's listening. I know. I know. He's confident it's in there.
Out of pocket, why don't you come back up and I'll explain to you why it's not there. And this came from Republicans, not Democrats.
Outpost or outcast? I can't see.
It's out of.
Oh, out of pocket. Okay, out of pocket. Come back, boo boo.
Yeah, hold on, I'll find
Out
it.
of pocket.
No, you're not gonna find it. So just stay here and he'll explain it to you. You're not gonna find it. It's not
It's
there.
not there. And it's not there for a very specific reason, sir. Because his first promise was to lower the tax rate for corporations and billionaires. That was his first promise. To try to get that down, he wanted to try to get it down as low as 15%. Okay? Which would absolutely destroy the country. But in order to keep these promises to his billionaire donors, he could not bring in no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, and no tax on overtime.
Correct.
Because it would max out the debt ceiling. He was out of money. And the Republicans will not increase the debt ceiling, neither will the Democrats.
Correct.
Okay? They're not going to increase the debt ceiling for him. That is where we're at, sir. The reason he did it is because he chose his billionaire donors
Over you.
over you.
He didn't lower groceries on day one. He didn't make electricity half price. He didn't help housing. He didn't cut your rent. Everything he promised on the campaign trail, he's not going to do. He hasn't done, and he's not going to. Cheaper gas. Nope, gas is going up. Inflation's going up. Stock market's crashing. Did you see he retweeted a tweet that said the people need to stop bitching about their eggs?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he don't care about you. Just exactly like we said. He didn't end the war in Ukraine within the first 24 hours of being president-elect. Well, that shit's come and gone. He can't even do it now. Yeah. He said in his campaign speech or on the campaign trail, he said, I don't care about you. I just need your vote. Like he told you fucking from his mouth and you guys were like, no, he didn't mean that. He did. He did.
Actually, if you want to be technical, the full thing is he said after that, now watch, they're going to take that and run with it.
Because he knows he just fucked up.
Stupid shit is going to follow. Yes, you're right. I mean, give me a friggin' break, sir. There's ways these things have to work. We actually have to go by the rules of government. That is what he is trying to break. He's trying to break our Constitution, which will be a devastation to all of us when it happens.
Correct.
We are truly in a constitutional crisis right now. And people like you that want to take their pride and back this man absolutely floor me because there's no reason to do it. Other than it's going to break you and everybody else in this country. And it's already started.
Yeah.
This man's executive orders is crashing our economy all around us in several ways at one time.
So we have HR 904, which is no tech.
Okay, you're not listening. Okay, get back here. Get back here. We can't hear you when you're off app. Get back here. Stop. Wait, I already know. We already know that those bills have been introduced, but they didn't make it. They didn't make it. They didn't make it. They didn't make it to the House. They didn't make it into the budget, and the debt ceiling is reached. So those bills are never going to be passed. They already said they're not increasing the.
They weren't even supported by Republicans.
Republicans aren't supporting it either.
But regardless, why were they not supported by Democrats?
They can't
be supported by Democrats because we can't raise the debt ceiling.
You guys don't understand anything. Or you're willfully ignorant, or you're just like, because you're digging your heels in. You want to be right for some reason and blame Democrats, but it's actually Donald Trump and the Republicans that are breaking this fucking country apart. But you still are trying to blame Democrats. You guys have the House, you guys have the Senate, you guys got the presidency, you got SCOTUS. You fucking got everything. You can't blame Democrats for nothing.
No, sir. This is what I get when people don't pay attention.
We do not have the majority in the Senate. We do not.
Yeah, shut up for a second. You need to learn something here. Okay? First thing you need to understand is this.
No.
You obviously did not listen to what I told
No, he didn't.
from the very beginning. Sir, if he actually maybe raised even 1% or 2% the taxes on corporations or the wealthy. If he would have done that, those two bills you're talking about, as far as tax on tips and tax on overtime and tax on Social Security, with some negotiations, would have probably passed. But the second he decided to give the billionaires the tax break, there is no longer the revenue in the federal government to run the federal government left. It's gone. Therefore, they can't do it. So when I tell you, sir, that he chose the richest of the richest among us to give tax breaks to, rather than you, that is the reality of what happened. It's not a Democrat or Republican issue.
No.
It is he made a choice to give those tax breaks to the wealthiest among us, not us.
Not us. Not you. Not me. Not the middle class, not the working class.
Democrats saying that, sir. That's Republicans too.
So where can I find a copy of that?
Sir, just go look up the articles on it. I just told you the bill is right in front of you. Who got the tax cuts? This is common fucking sense. Who got the tax cuts?
Oh, I have it pulled. I have the new 99 bill that got dropped on Saturday. The continuing resolution, the CR. I got it pulled up right here. You won't believe what they're going to do next. Outspoken or out. Yeah, whatever it is. I got it out of pocket. You know what the budget is going to be for the Department of agricultural programs, agricultural research service, buildings and facilities? $0. Next $0 item. Department of Justice, $2,033,000 for the Department of Justice, state and local law enforcement activities, Office of Justice Programs, state and local law enforcement assistance, and amounts provided under paragraph 1 shall be $499,033,000. Amounts should be provided under subparagraph Q of paragraph 1 shall be 0.
So we're not going to lose police officers.
Who's defunding the police? Shall be 0. The next one, Department of Justice, community-oriented policing programs, community-oriented policing services programs, and amounts provided under paragraph 7 shall be 0. Next one, 0 for the Department of the Interior, $0 for the Department of Energy, energy programs, and energy projects. 0. Completely defunding the police. What's the next one? National Archives. National Archives and Records Administration for repairs and restoration. 0. They're cutting out $17.5 million. $0 for that one. Yeah, back the blue, huh? Back them blue. We're just not going to give them any money to do their job. For those that are in my Discord server, I'll put the new one on there. Come on, Outspoken, let's go. You can search all day. You're not going to find what you're looking for, my friend. For those, my Discord servers, the link tree in my bio if you want to join my Discord. I'm going to put the link in the live chat channel on my Discord server, so you guys can look at this new 99 page CR. So you can read it yourself. You can read through the whole thing where 0, 0, 0.
I'm gonna go try to find this, and then I'll come back up here in a little bit. It's out of pocket now.
Hey, good luck. We'll see you next year.
Hey, I'll come back in a little bit. I appreciate
No,
you guys.
you won't be.
No, you won't.
You'll find what you're looking for.
Stay blessed. I'll find it.
No,
No, it's your blessings. You don't know what you don't know.
you wouldn't know how to be Christ-like if a Bible smacked you in the face.
Well, that's not very Christ-like to assume, then.
Oh no,
It's not an assumption.
that's not an assumption because you don't follow the teachings of Christ. If you're voting for Trump,
How do I not follow the teachings of
if
Christ?
you're voting for Trump and MAGA, you're not following the
One question is Trump Christ-like?
No.
Then
Because
yeah.
it has people in the
You
Bible.
shall know him by their fruits. His fruits are rotten. His fruits are rotten.
Hold on. In Matthew 4, 1 through 12, what is Trump more like?
I'm not going to go to Bible verses. I don't know all my Bible verses with you.
See, that's my point. See, thank you very much. Like I said, sir, you did not know what it meant.
Wasn't Moses a murderer?
Sir.
There's certain words you can't say. Just stop. You're not you're a MAGA Christian. You're not a Jesus Christian.
Yeah. He has no
You feel that way? Y'all stay blessed because I am. I'll be back in a little bit.
Mm-hmm. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. Christians really get mad. Like the MAGA Christians get really mad. Like yesterday, I was asking this lady yesterday, what's your red line? What can Trump do to lose your support? And she's like, I don't know. Well, guess we'll have to see. So basically nothing, right? So I said something about you're a MAGA Christian, so you're not a real Christian. She's like, well, I'm just gonna leave then. So her red line for me was calling her not a real Christian, but all the shit Trump's done, it's fine. But I called her out for not being a true Christian, and she clutched her pearls so hard, and then she left. Hi YouTube, hi Twitch. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I am looking for Trump supporters and Trump supporters only. Come on up. Don't be scared. Hi, Nemo. Hi, Val. I guess I didn't say hi to either one of you. I know I got to figure out how to get the audio louder on my YouTube. So thank you for the feedback, guys. They can hear me just fine. They just can't hear the guests as well. So I got to figure that out.
Plug the computer into the mixer, right?
I'm not even using one yet.
Oh, okay.
That's probably why then. Okay.
Yeah, once you have the mixer, you can plug the computer into the mixer, and it just goes to the mixer.
If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. Yeah, that should solve the sound problem. Thank you, guys. Okay, Gen X leftist, thank you.
He said he's going to show you.
Well, he's got Wednesday off, and he's going to help me set up my OBS and set all that up. So I'm like, okay, good enough. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I am looking for Trump supporters and Trump supporters only. So if you voted for Donald Trump, we're looking for you. Come on up and let's have a chat. Simon, you'll have to wait till friendlies time, which is about another hour. Yeah, Social Security, they've been wanting to break Social Security. There's Mike Lee was caught on tape saying that their number one priority is to abolish Social Security. Like, we already know it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's not been a secret to those of us that, pay attention. Not trying to be mean, but I'm just saying. I'm going to do a quick poll, okay? Is there already a poll it says there's a poll on the bottom. Who did somebody start a poll? I didn't do a poll. Oh, the he will be back up. Oh, let me end the poll so I can make a new one. Okay. All right, hold on. Okay, at the very bottom of your screen in the middle, there's going to be a happy face and a sad face. If you voted for Kamala, you're going to hit the happy face. If you voted for Trump, you're going to hit the sad face. Go. There's a lot of people not voting. But if you voted for Donald Trump, I'm looking. They're not voting, right? There's more than 3 in here with over 600 people. Come on. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button, or I'm going to have to restart. I'm going to have to just do a restart. Because I'm obviously on the coward side of MAGA TikTok. So the 4 of you that are in here, wink, wink, should be requesting. Come up. Let's talk. Let's go. And if you voted for Donald Trump and you regret your vote, we want to talk to you too. I don't talk to non-voters. If you didn't bother to vote, I don't waste my time on you. If you voted for Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. You don't think anyone should pay into Social Security? Why? Come tell me why. I'm intrigued, genuinely. Hi, YouTube and Twitch. I'm genuinely intrigued. SW or whatever, come up. I invited you up. You need to come up and talk to us, or you're going to have your commenting privileges taken away. We're here for conversation, so you need to be up in the box talking, not just being a keyboard abuser in the comment section. So come on up. We're here for conversation. People don't come to lives to just sit here and have us be an echo chamber and talk to each other.
I don't mind. Hey, Nemo, how's your weekend been? It's all right. Daylight savings sucks. I hate daylight savings.
Oh, me too.
Oh, yeah, I hate daylight savings too. I've been working on my office.
But, however, this is the one we can celebrate one thing today. This will be the only time in 2025 that any progress will be made. Anything will be moved forward.
True.
Ow, I spanked my elbow. This will be the only time where anything moves ahead. Did you guys see the? Okay, I have it right here. Let me pull it up. Of Donald Trump in the Oval Office when he said that he goes, so they rigged the election and now I'm president.
Oh shit!
God, I have the video. Hold on, I'm gonna play it. Oh my, he can't help himself. They've said it twice already. I'm like, duh. Okay, here we go. Let me pull it up here. Where is it? If you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and hit that guest request button and come on up. I am looking for Trump supporters. You know, every time I go to F and do this, I should have it queued up already. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. Otherwise, I'm going to do a restart after I play this video because I'm on the bad side of TikTok then, because nobody wants to. Thank you for subscribing. Hold on. Gilly, thank you so much. I only need 4 more subscriptions to hit my goal for today. Thank you. If you voted for Trump, hit the guest request button. Come on up. Did you hear how Elon Musk also said he can't release or he can't reveal everything he's found, all the waste, fraud, and abuse, because he's afraid he might be assassinated? So that's how he's now framing it, because he's too afraid to show the receipts now.
Oh my God.
Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Isn't it just so dumb? It's just that they're plausible deniability. Like, oh, I can't show it because I'm fearful for my life. That's why he takes his kid everywhere on his shoulders. He's
Yeah.
using his kid as a human shield. It's gross. Can you imagine? He must hate that kid. Oh, BS. Well, then come up here and tell me when I'm wrong.
Dude has 14 now.
14.
14 kids.
Yeah. He's like, I can make more.
Not just him either. Like his dad, Harold Musk. I think he's in his 70s now, and he just had another kid.
Oh, there it is. Where is it? Oh, fuck. Forget it. I'll wait for now. I didn't send it. If anybody knows, it's in my Discord server. If you have the clip, if you could put it in the live chat and I can pull it up from there. Because I emailed it to myself so I could just play it easier. And of course, it never sent. So I went to the sent folder and it was in the drafts and I never attached the video to it. So that was a fail on my part. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up.
Yeah, I've got like a little like notebook of stuff. Like it's essentially, do you know what like OneNote is? Essentially that. I have like a whole collection of different things, like links to different stuff, like quotes, videos.
I need to make one. All right. If you voted for Trump, hit the guest request button. Come on up. Let's chat. Can you add videos to OneNote? No. I think it's just like a pad, like almost like a notepad, right? Or can you?
I think you might be able to with OneNote. So the app that I use is not OneNote. It's called Obsidian, but it's essentially the easiest way to think of it is OneNote. You can do it in that app, but I'm assuming OneNote probably allows you to use videos or put them directly in there too.
If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and let's have a conversation. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. Do you guys even see any in the comments? I might just need to do a quick restart.
No, I don't see any.
because I'm just like, there's like, I don't. I don't want the story. I wanted the video. You sent it to me where, Loretta? If you send it to my DMs, yeah, keep tapping, keep tapping. It'll if nobody's tapping, um, if nobody's tapping, it'll fall off the For You page, and that's why we may not get any in here. So if nobody's tapping or sharing or interacting with the live, it won't. Yeah, if you send me to DMs, I can't see it until after I get off the live. I can't check my DMs while I'm live. That's why I asked somebody to put it in the. I appreciate it, but I can't see it until after I get off the live. Thank you, guys. Yeah, if you tapping and sharing keeps me up on the For You page. Otherwise, no Trump supporter will come across me if we're not on the For You page. I'm quite sure there's not many that follow me. I do have a few fans. How long is this clip? It's showing me the whole clip, but I don't want to watch like a half an hour of his fucking rambling. I just want the clip of where he says it.
So are you watching it on YouTube?
No, I'm on C-SPAN.
Oh, shit. Well, actually, C-SPAN, if you look underneath the video in like the description area,
Yeah.
I think that mentions a transcript. And the transcript should be a complete transcript of everything said in the video.
Oh, yeah.
You can do Control F in that and type in just whatever he says around that time in the clip, or the part that you're looking for. Just type that in, just Control F, type that in. It should find it, then click on that, and it'll take you to roughly where it would be.
If you
That's what I do for like C-SPAN is really, really good with that. YouTube is also good with it, but C-SPAN they get super granular. So yeah.
All right, if you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and hit the guest request button. But for right now, we're just going to watch this video of Trump. If and when it'll open.
If it doesn't open, then I would just say manually go to that time.
Here, let me just drop it down off the big screen till I'm ready. Shrink, yeah. I'll just manually do it. But come on. Oh my God. I need a computer. I'm just kidding. Once I get it queued up, I'll do it. I'm not gonna. Anyway, if
Mama K just said they posted the video on their TikTok.
that doesn't help me here. Oh well. Anyway, I guess I'll just do a quick restart because I don't see any Trump supporters in here.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, because it's not fun. All right, I'm gonna do a quick restart. I'm gonna come right back. I'm not gonna stop and go to the bathroom or get a drink or anything. I'm just gonna come right back. So just look for me. I'll be right back. Come on.
All I'm saying is.
My YouTube and Twitch don't get a disruption. You guys still see me going. How's everybody doing today? Welcome in, everybody. Tap, 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 tap. Let's get back up on the For You page and get us some good conversations in here today. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome in, everybody. If you guys could be tapping and sharing, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I am looking for Trump supporters to have a conversation with. So you voted for Donald Trump, hit that guest request button. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. But I don't think anybody's in here yet, but I'm just going to say it so we can know that we are looking for Trump supporters. No, I'm not talking about Biden. Biden didn't win the presidency. I don't know where you've been, Riff Raff, but it wasn't Biden. Biden's not in there. I invited you up to talk if you want. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit that guest request button and come on up. Let's chitty chat chat. I'm going to bring up my backup account. Make sure everybody's following my backup account. All right. If you voted T1, let's see. T1.
Yeah, mommy, how you doing?
Did you vote for Trump? Okay. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I am looking for Trump supporters and Trump supporters only right now. Sorry about that. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Okay, if you're from Liberia, welcome. Glad you're here. But you couldn't have voted for Donald Trump if you if you did. So I am looking for Trump supporters and Trump voters. If you voted for Donald Trump, I need to talk to you. So come on up and hit the guest request button and let's chitty chat. I'm back, guys. Sorry. I do not know what happened. So YouTube and Twitch, I'm back. It had a glitch. If you voted for Donald Trump, request up. I already invited Jay Noise. I've invited all of them up. None of them will come up. So I am looking for a Trump supporter that wants to have a conversation. So I am looking for Trump supporters and Trump supporters only. Mods, make sure you give them the opportunity to come up and then mute them if they won't. Debate with a wall. I have debated with my wall before, people that have been watching me for a while, because sometimes it's just like talking to a Trump supporter. Arguing with the wall works just the same a lot of the times. Like literally. I've actually turned around in a live and talked to the wall. I got the same response as the Trump supporter I was talking to. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I'm looking to have conversations. For Robin Hoodlum, the wall did have better arguments. I will give him that. Magda's too busy trying to figure out why their clocks are wrong. Okay, that was funny. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Oh my God, that's funny. It's not a waste of time, Cam. We can have conversation. You guys just have to be honest. You guys aren't honest with yourself. You're not honest with what he's doing. You're not honest with what he's doing to this country. You're not honest the fact that he's trying to violate the Constitution. You're not honest, well, that he is violating the Constitution. You're not honest about what he is doing to this country to tear it apart from the inside. You're the ones that are not honest because you just go, nuh-uh. So you guys have to start being honest. Now, he's not defending the police. He's defunding the police. Typical Democrat. What? What? That you have to be, I'm telling you have to be honest with yourself of what he's doing to this country? Him violating the Constitution left and right. Him breaking laws left and right. Not following court orders left and right. I'm not paid. What do you guys think I'm paid? It's ridiculous. I have eyeballs. I can read. I read it, what was just released yesterday. 99 pages, where it's $0 for community policing. They literally are, the Republicans are defunding the police. Like, I don't understand. I know what it is you guys don't read, so you don't know. You think all this is just fucking great, man. He's not doing mass deportations. He's not doing drill baby drill. He's not lowering your groceries. He's not lowering your electricity. He's not making your housing cheaper. He's not doing dick that he campaigned on, that he said he would do. He didn't do no tax on tips. He didn't do no tax on overtime. He didn't do no tax on Social Security. Cutting FEMA and disaster relief. I live in Florida. We're fucked. He's just doing Putin's bidding. Like, this is all stuff you can go and look at yourself. I mean, you guys are, no. That's why I said you have to be honest with yourself of what he's actually doing. But Teddy, that's not true. Please come up and talk to me. Let's talk about tax on tips. Stop muting people. Mods, stop muting people right now. Just stop muting people for right now. Unless it's homophobic, racist, any of those things, stop muting people. Somebody's in here just muting everyone before they even get a chance to be invited up. Stop muting altogether. Just stop. Please. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. And if you wanted to, we can talk about tax on tips, tax on overtime, whatever it is you want to talk about. But you got to be honest. Maybe that's why I can't get a Trump supporter up here, because they know they can't be honest. And maybe that's the issue. Because I'm asking them to be honest. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. Nope, I want nobody muting right now. Somebody's muting every single Trump supporter that makes any type of comment. And that's why we're not getting any Trump supporters up, because they just leave. So just nobody mute anything other than racists or anything like that. Rage, hi, did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
34, New Jersey.
Okay. What did you said? Okay, bet. What do you bet? I mean, what are you taking me up on? Because I don't know what I said a lot of stuff. So go ahead and tell me what you want to talk about.
Oh, you're saying that Trump supporters aren't honest. I find it to be kind of funny to me personally, because that whole not being honest goes both ways.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me how many verifiable lies that Joe Biden told in his 4 years of presidency?
No.
Okay, well, I can tell you that Donald Trump had 33,000 verified lies his first time around administration. Nobody lies more than this motherfucker right here. No one. Every time he opens his goddamn mouth, he's lying. He lied during the speech he gave the other night. Every single thing he said was a lie. The amount of money we sent to Ukraine, lie. The volleyball player that got hit by a supposed transgender woman volleyball player, and she was paralyzed and all that, stands up and claps. She ain't paralyzed, and she ended her career because she graduated. So everything he said in his speech were lies. He lies to you non-stop. Non-stop. He lies about everything. He lied to you last time he campaigned. He said he was going to build the wall and have Mexico pay for it. Didn't do it. Said he was going to have the biggest and best infrastructure bill. Didn't do it. Said he was going to have the biggest and best healthcare plan. Didn't do it. Said he was going to lock Hillary Clinton up. Didn't do it. And this time, I'm going to lower your groceries day one. Didn't do it. Can't do it. Your housing is going to be cheaper. Didn't do it. Your electricity is going to be half price. Yeah. Energy, because we're going to drill, baby, drill. Didn't do it. He said he was going to, what was the other thing? Anyway, he's going to stop the war in Ukraine within 24 hours of being president-elect. That was in November. He didn't do it. He does nothing. He just dangles the next carrot in front of you for you guys to keep believing him, and he delivers on nothing. Nothing at all. He lies to you continuously, and you believe it. Joe Biden ran on the infrastructure package, and he got it done. He ran on the PACT Act and got it done. He did the Inflation Reduction Act and brought our inflation down faster than any other country on the planet after the C-19. So he actually delivered on what he promised. He's never delivered one single thing. No tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime. You're not getting that either. It can't be done.
So are you done monologuing? Or?
Yes, it's my live, so I can. Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay. So I want to know if you can at least be an honest leftist.
I want you to respond to what I said. To everything I just said. Right. Did he lie to you about all of those things?
No, because he's
What did he do? What did he do that I said he didn't do? What did he actually do then that I missed out of that list?
No tax on tips is still in the pipeline.
It is not. It is not. He's already hit the debt ceiling. And the Republicans and the Democrats said they're not raising the debt ceiling a single penny. He hit the debt ceiling with this bill to give the $4.5 trillion tax cuts to the 1%, to the wealthy. He cannot do no tax on tips, overtime, or Social Security because they will not raise the debt limit in order for him to do so. It cannot be done. It will not be done. It is never going to be done, ever.
Real quick, which administration implemented that in the first place?
That was recommended by Bernie Sanders.
Which administration implemented that?
Implemented what?
The tax on tips.
Nobody has implemented it that I know of. Has it ever passed?
The tax on tips was implemented by the Biden administration. So you're being disingenuous.
No.
Already.
No.
Yes.
Where? Go get me a source that tells me where that happened. Go get me the bill.
Oh no! Why did Kamala Harris?
No. I don't allow pivoting. Unfortunately for you, you've come to their live that will not let you pivot. So I need you to go get me the bill. Go. You have Google in your hand. Go get it. I'll wait.
It's not a pivot.
No. Okay. Then the next words out of your mouth should be the source or the bill number. Go. You have to provide proof. It's absolutely categorically not true.
Right, so that's why Kamala Harris.
Nope. You said it passed under the Biden administration. So now don't come back and say, right? No, go get me the source. And her name is Kamala.
So then why did
Kamala. Say her name right or just say Harris.
So why did she run on getting rid of it if they didn't implement it?
Oh my God, you are the dumbest motherfucker, I swear.
That's why you can't answer.
She actually ran on no tax on tips. Trump's plan was no tax on tips and bonuses. Giving his CEO friends who get these millions of dollars in bonuses wouldn't have to pay tax on that either. She ran on just no tax on tips on actual service workers. She was not running to end it. She was running to just make sure that it applied to just service workers, not on bonuses for CEOs. Trump's plan was for tax and bonuses. So wrong again. If you want to help support my live, I do have my Cash App and Venmo. They're both spelled Diavatalks. Links in my bio. Or the spellings in my bio. If you'd like to help support my live, I truly appreciate your support. You can unmute.
So, to which once again.
I'm sorry?
So, I looked it up. It says, when did the IRS start taxing tips? It's back in 1982. But it's really funny that nowhere else in this country was implementing a tax on tips until the Harris-Biden administration. So I refuse to believe that that man was actually running the office.
You're still wrong. Because no one ever implemented no tax on tips. It's just not true. You can come in and spin it and say it however you want to. It's just not true. Joe Biden would probably happily have backed that. That was a Bernie Sanders thing when Bernie Sanders ran. Okay? It's still not true. It was not implemented under the Biden administration. It hasn't been implemented by anyone. It's something that's been run on and talked about.
Then why run on it?
What?
If it wasn't implemented, then why run on it?
She wasn't the president. That was going to be her administration.
In charge with the
Correct. She is there to
expert.
she is there to support his agenda. Okay? She's there to support his agenda. This was going to be her administration and what she wanted to do going forward. She can suggest things to him, but he doesn't have to do it.
4 years in office with
Yes.
a shriveled up.
Okay, you're not going to disrespect Joe Biden. I'm going to tell you why. He is going to go down in history as one of the most consequential presidents of our modern history. He got more bipartisan legislation passed than any president in the last 60 fucking years. Okay? He actually did the infrastructure bill, Chips and Sciences Act, which brought manufacturing back to the United States. The infrastructure bill is huge, spurring construction jobs and plumbing and everything all around the world, all around the country in the construction industry, creating jobs. He had over $400,000 job growth per month, and Trump's was like $175,000. He did more than this shriveled up bag of orange crap ever would do, could do, whatever dreamed to do. So you calling him shriveled up, this motherfucker is the same age as Joe Biden was. So if you're going to call him old and shriveled up, you better point it at your dude here, because Biden is gone, and now you got the old shriveled up, dementia-ridden clown in the White House now. So thank you, Joe Biden. Put some fucking respect on his name.
Nah, I don't put respect on a racist.
Oh, get out of here.
Oh, he isn't a racist?
No, he's not. And I know every talking point. I've been doing this since May of last year with Trump supporters. You guys come up with the same racial jungle. You come up with the you didn't vote for me, you ain't black. You come up with all of this stuff that the people of color have already told you over and over and over again that he's not racist, because people of color would not have voted for him if he was a racist. But David Duke endorsed Donald Trump, who's, the head of the Triple K. So there's that. So anyway, no. I'm not talking to you about that. You're not pivoting. I'm not talking about race. No, because you're wrong. You're wrong. And you have all the talking points. You got your sheet of paper that has all the talking points on how he was racist when you voted for the man who was charged by the Department of Justice for racial discrimination in housing multiple times in the 70s and 80s. Sorry. Your dude's the racist.
You didn't do much research on that one, did you?
Yes, I did. Actually, I have the entire file in the link tree in my bio. There's something called TrumpFile.org. It's every single court case and every single thing that this man has been involved with since the day he was born. And the court documents are in there. You can see it for yourself.
Cool. So, can you mind indulging me on why he was still allowed to presume his innocence after that court case? Oh wait.
No, I said no. I know you Trump supporters don't know about consent. When somebody says no, they mean no. You said, can I? And I said no.
Oh, because you would.
No, I told you I'm not talking about race or the racist. No. I told you I'm not talking about that. You pivoted because I dog walked the shit out of you on no tax on tips and overtime. And so you pivoted to race. And I already told you I'm not doing that. I already told you I'm not doing that.
Yeah, because it would destroy your narrative.
No, it does not. I know all the talking points, and I'm exhausted of talking to you fucking chuds about race when you don't give a fuck about people of color. Sean, thank you. Sean, thank you for the $2. Trey, thank you for the $1. Be quiet. I'm thanking people that actually support me. You're just jealous nobody's supporting you. Felicia, thank you for the $5 Venmo. Shut the fuck up. Thank you for the $5 Venmo. Ronald Reagan was the first president to implement tax on Social Security. Oh, figures. Fucking bane of our existence. Trey, thank you for the $1. This dummy makes me want to drive off a cliff. Thank you, guys. Yeah, crash out coming in 3, 2, 1. It's either going to be a slur or something else. But
yeah, sorry, I'm not a Democrat. I don't use slurs.
Dude, people do it daily on my live. Every single day. It's all Trump supporters. It's all Trump supporters who come up here and use homophobic, racist, bigoted, disgusting, filthy language all the time, every day, no matter what, all the time. So Democrats don't do that because we are actually value diversity. Equity and inclusion. We don't slur.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, cool. So what do you call a black Trump supporter?
Trump supporters.
Black Trump supporter. Stop muting me.
Trump supporters.
Gullible.
Gullible.
So Nemo, you're a racist.
No, that's not a slur. That's a word. Oh my God, they're so dumb.
So you're a racist because you decide the fact that you think black people have to have the same opinions as you. They have to vote.
Literally anybody that votes for Trump.
Anybody who votes for Trump
votes for
is
Donald
dumb.
Trump, who is not a billionaire.
Right.
It's just gullible.
Which once again, it's very funny. Host needs to keep muting me.
I'm not muting you. It's my mods.
Well, tell your mods to stop muting me then.
You don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me how to run my live. Anyone who votes for Donald Trump is gullible unless you are a billionaire, right? Or your last name is Walmart.
Cool. So who's been funding the Democratic Party for the last few years?
Are you gonna say billionaires?
Which billionaire has been funded?
Oh, here comes the anti-Semitism.
I'm gonna give you a name. Or
Yeah, here comes the anti-Semitism. Here it comes.
No. Like, do you want me to say George Soros, Rage? Is that what you're
Yes,
trying to say?
it's his anti-Semitism popping through. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Why do you have a problem with George Soros?
Yeah.
It's not this question.
Yeah.
No. Why do you have a problem with George Soros? What's wrong with it?
Oh, so I have a problem with it because of the fact that you leftists love to sit there and
Okay, stop.
Elon Musk, ooh, but yet here, meanwhile.
And Elon Musk, we also, and what would you be doing right now, Rage, if George Soros was going through our government and tearing our government apart and firing a bunch of employees and going and copying our files in the Social Security office? Would you guys be like, it's okay, he's just looking for waste, fraud, and abuse?
God, honestly, Soros has done a lot worse than that.
Oh, here comes the Q. Here comes the Q conspiracy theories. Here they come.
Really?
Tell me how George Soros has done worse.
Oh, I'm waiting.
George Soros hasn't funded state judges to push his narrative
State
specifically.
judges?
Oh, judges.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
That happen? Are you telling me the Koch brothers don't exist?
Yeah.
You tell me the Federalist Society doesn't exist?
The Heritage Foundation?
doesn't exist? I can find billionaires that have funded conservative movements at every level of government.
Every level.
Right, but it's only.
But you're sitting here and acting like George Soros is somehow different, and he's really not. He's just another billionaire, right? And if you think that leftists and liberals are the same thing, you got another thing coming, dude. I can tell you, leftists don't like billionaires. Liberals, they're fine with them, okay?
But you're
So, like you keep saying leftist, and I promise you, you don't understand what a leftist is.
Fucking hypocrisy, though.
The hypocrisy, dude. I mean, I really, genuinely, truly don't give a fuck about this whole hypocrisy shaming bullshit. MAGA has demonstrated time and again that it doesn't give a fuck about hypocrisy.
Right.
If they weren't hypocrites, they would be nothing else.
I mean, you say you stand there and care about
Rage,
women.
can you actually have a debate, or is this just going to be this whole pearl clutching, finger wagging bullshit where it's like, you guys are hypocrites? That's not debate. Substantiate your shit.
See, I would love to talk if, whatever the hell her name is, mods would stop fucking muting me.
Oh, stop fucking talking over people. They might. Victoria, hi, love. I know you would love to just have a little moment with Rage.
Fucking talk over me, but okay.
Oh, look at this emotion. So much emotion.
I know, they're
Are
so
you
soft.
Okay, Rage? Rage, are you okay? Do you want to talk to an actual politician? Congratulations. You got one. You think that otherwise bad?
SF West, if you could just stay on mute for a second, I'll invite you to unmute in just a moment.
Hey, Rage, are you there, sweetheart? You gonna be okay down there?
Oh, I'm here. I'm perfectly
Okay.
fine. Just waiting
Yeah,
for
no.
those shit-ass moderators to stop muting me.
Hey, let's not. Hey, you're talking to me now. Let's take a breath. You're in a safe space. You're safe right now. So I heard you talking to Nemo about not understanding why the difference between leftists and liberals, not understanding the difference of why we would vote with a party and go along with the public transportation. So I'm gonna break it down for you. Voting should be like public transportation. You don't always see everything perfectly for either side. The only difference in the public transportation that Nemo and I are taking and the public transportation you took is accountable. If you don't believe me, go watch the video I posted today. Go watch the video I posted about talking about the Democratic Party as someone who works within the party. So I want you to hold your party to the same level and same standard, if that is in remotely possible for you, to the same standard that I hold my politicians. And before you respond, because I know you're about to respond with your feelings, I just want to add here that my response to not seeing the representation in office that I wanted to see was running for fucking office.
She's actually a congressional candidate.
Yeah, I'm running in District 4 in Tennessee. This is my second congressional run.
You can unmute.
Can you hold your party accountable, Rach?
Accountable for what?
That question is not only disingenuous, it means that you're not fucking paying attention.
Correct.
All right, so we're gonna break this down. Rach, who are your 2 federal representatives and your 2 state representatives? I need to get a gauge on how involved with politics you actually are. So state representatives 2, federal representatives 2, and I'm gonna tell you mine so you don't feel like I'm just coming here and speaking out of my ass. So to say that, thank you. My 2 federal representatives, my senator is Marsha Blackburn. My House District representative is Scott Desjardins, also my opponent. My state Senate representative is Janice Bowling, and my state House representative is Pat Marsh. Your turn. And you can say you don't know.
I don't know, to be honest.
Great, love that.
But still
You know
asking
why
my question of
you want to know why I'm not surprised?
Or,
No, you want to know why I asked that question? You want to know why I asked that question? It means you're disingenuous in your argument because you're not involved in your local and state politics, which means you don't actually give a shit about why, what's going on within your party because you support a known Nazi and who has Nazi sympathizers. So what point do you want me to start with? And let's see if you could actually hold them accountable. I'm going to guess it's a no across the board.
to which once again I ask, accountable for what?
Being a Nazi.
He's a Nazi with 0.
Okay, we can't use that word that many times, can we?
How many times
Say Yahtzee.
has this
Yeah.
man?
He read.
Not just
You don't just read. He doesn't just read Mein Kampf for shits and giggles. He also has the person who comes into his White House and sits with him during press conferences who did a salute. Are you going to hold him accountable?
Sure, you're gonna hold the Democrats that did the same exact thing accountable? No, you won't.
Oh no, because that's a disingenuous argument. Try again. Yeah. Okay. We'll try a different one. You've already failed once. Let's keep
You've
going.
also,
So,
you've
okay,
also
why
just
do you
recently
support a
had-
known rapist? No, you don't get to ask questions because we all know why you voted the way you did. I'm just going to prove it. So, why did you vote for a rapist?
Oh no, why do you vote for a party that wants an open border?
Oh my God.
No,
Okay.
no.
All right. I'm done. I'm done. Thank you, childless dog mom. Thank you for the $50 Venmo to kick this fucking chud.
Based.
Hi, guys.
Thank you, childless dog mom.
The best $50 you've ever spent.
God.
Maybe not all. That was beautiful.
SF West, you can unmute now.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm good. You voted for Trump?
No, I don't vote.
Okay, explain that to me like I'm two. Why don't you vote?
Well, why would I vote for a man to rule over me?
Okay. I don't platform people. No vote, no voice.
What kind of sovereign citizen ass
Oh.
shit is that?
They think they're so smart too. Like that's the sad part.
I don't vote for nobody.
I do not make joinder with you.
I want them for once, if that's their mindset, I just for once want them to let Jesus take the wheel.
Right?
I know that goes for them.
And thank you, Electra Gal Shar. She sent $10 to kick that asshole MAGA off too. So thank you to Childless Dog Mom and Electric Gal Shar. Kim, thank you for the $1. Please drop this boring ass Jethro. He's roadkill. That a lot of people did not like that guy. Curly.
Sorry, I didn't request.
Oh, okay. You might have just hit it tapping. I appreciate you tapping the screen. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I am not looking for friendlies yet, so please, if you're a friendly, please do drop from the box.
What do I need? Half drinks? I don't know what you're saying. Well, that's like a friendly.
Tice. Oh, looks like a tapping error.
It's easy to do.
It is. Everybody that's in the box right now are all friendlies. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up.
Yes, I need a drink today.
Oh my God, he's still in here. I get it. You're all mad because you were wrong repeatedly. I dog walk the living shit out of you, Rage. You have got to be, you're delusional. That's why you voted for Trump. Congratulations, living in your delusion.
Rage, if you want to come back up here, to be dog walked further, because I know you guys have degradation cakes, you can Venmo me $50 and I will make sure that Diava brings you back up here and I'll dog walk you some more.
If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Come on up, please. I am not looking for friendly, so please do not request at this time if you are a friendly. Hi, everybody on YouTube. Hi, everybody on Twitch.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Is it Jog?
Yep, Josh.
Oh, Josh. Okay. Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I am 27 and I am in Illinois. I actually voted 7 times in 2020. I got 3 for Clinton and 4 for Trump. Just kind of who was paying better at the time, and that's how I did that.
I don't believe you.
Of course not. He's being silly.
Clinton wasn't running in 2020.
You're not even a good troll, man. Sorry.
Dude. That was a good try.
It was a good try, but Clinton didn't run in 2020, so.
Maybe work on the delivery. Good luck next time. Tell us how Act 2 goes.
Yeah.
I love that you caught that too, Nemo. That was beautiful.
Right?
John, did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I'm from Arizona. I'm 25 and I voted for Trump.
Okay. What did you want to add to the conversation?
No, I'm a small business owner and a little less than a year, owner of a business. And my family owned a business in 2010 to sold it in 2022. And the tax cuts and job acts in 2017 passed by Trump definitely helped our business grow and maintain a steady balance where we were able to pay our workers more because of those cuts.
How much revenue was that its company making? Because if you're not like Walmart or Amazon, you didn't get the big cuts.
Yeah, and I also
go ahead.
No, I was going to say, what business? And did you inherit your business or did you start your own business?
I started. It was kind of like a family business that.
So it was inherited.
Yeah, I was given back of the money for the funding to start it. I wouldn't say that it was inherited.
So you were giving a small loan of like $1 million.
No, I mean, I worked for my family's company.
I didn't say you didn't work. I just said you got it. It was likely inherited.
I mean, I would say I backed probably 30% of the money to start it. So yeah, I didn't split up. But go ahead.
You know, the average American doesn't have that happen.
Yeah, I know, but
Oh, that privilege.
You would not. So of course your family wouldn't want to be taxed more if you're in a higher income bracket.
Yeah.
Is that why you voted Republican because you wanted
Because he's selfish.
Lower taxes?
Yeah, I mean, I personally would say that I am in a higher income, bracket.
How much money do you make a year?
A year? I mean, everything that I make, I put back into.
That's not the question I asked. I make $50K a year. How much money do you make?
Probably a little bit north of like 160, 170.
Okay, so you're not the average, not the average American. You're still not rich.
You're still not going to get a tax cut this time either.
You're definitely not getting. You're actually in the tax bracket. You're going to be in my tax bracket because of my income with my husband. That is going to be taxed harder and more.
Yep.
I hope you realize that.
Yes, but can you tell me what Vice President Harris was going to do for my small business to help me?
Yes.
Yeah, she explicitly said that people making under $400,000 a year would not see a tax hike.
And she had like $50,000 for small business startups.
Okay, so small business startups. I'm not going to start up a business, so that wouldn't affect me. I saw that she was.
That's the problem I have with you, John. All of you Trump supporters have one thing in common. Okay, you all are so fucking selfish. It's all about you. You have no empathy for other people, and you're selfish as fuck. You don't care if other people lose their rights. You don't care if people, disabled people lose their disability checks. Social Security people lose their checks. It's all about fucking yourself, and it's grotesque.
Okay, I listen to you. I understand, but why would I want to have a business that could compete with me? Have an easier startup, have less money out of their pocket to start up their business, and try and do better than my business.
Right, you're selfish.
My customers.
Yeah, you're selfish.
It's how is that?
Because if you actually run a business worthwhile, you're not worried about competition. Competition actually helps you. So point stands. You're threatened by other people being better at their job. Are you just not good at running a business? Is that what you're saying?
No, I would say that we're unlike any other.
If you're a good business owner, I'm gonna use the rhetoric that your dude says all the time. If you're a good business owner, other businesses getting a leg up should not threaten you. If you're a good owner and good at running a business, hopefully not like Tangerine Palpatine, who you voted for, who is actually terrible at running businesses, then you should not be threatened by other people's success. Why are you threatened by other people?
How am I threatened by other people?
You said it.
Your whole argument is they can't. I don't want them to have that because I didn't have it because fuck my fellow man. It's the most Christian thing I've ever heard. Fuck this.
I'm not Christian. I'm not Catholic. I'm not part of any religion.
It's just a joke. You voted for what you thought was going to help you, which is not actually help.
Exactly.
Yeah, but your vote was I don't want to help other people.
No.
Do you want to help children, John?
I'm sorry.
Do you want to help Do you want to help children? Do you want to help your fellow man? Do you want your neighbor to have a leg up in society, or do you just hate that too because they might be competition? What if your neighbor? Let me put it this way: what if your neighbor wants to start a business? Not a business that would even go towards yours. What if he wanted to start a business and the only thing that was keeping him from that because doesn't come from a wealthy family like yourself, because not a lot of people inherit a company from their family, Like, it used to be a bigger thing. It's not as common now. And you make $160,000 a year. That's not the average income for most people. So, what if your neighbor wanted to do that, and you like your neighbor, you think he's a really good dude, you said, fuck you, I'm going to vote for the dude who says he's not going to do that because you don't deserve a leg up in life. Because that's what you just told the world that you did.
Yeah, so, again, I voted for what I thought would be better for me.
Okay, yeah, I get that. So you agree that it's okay to have poor moral character, right? Because you said that it's better for you to have a poor moral character in the White House, right?
I absolutely believe that everybody should vote for themselves to self.
No.
So you said
better themselves, absolutely.
You said I'm voting for myself. Poor moral character, fuck that, I don't care. He was not going to take care of the rest of the world. Cool, that's fine. He's going to say things like, you know what? Fuck these immigrants. I'm going to put a video of them being deported to help those little guys. I'm going to make sure that the little guys don't get the, small business loans, that the fucking corporations get discounts so that they can move out of the country. I'm going to put tariffs and scream to the top of the world that I'm going to put tariffs on everyone. And then when, the truth comes out, I'm just just gonna say, well, it's just gonna have to be hard for everyone for a little bit because tariffs actually affect us. You know, those small businesses you're talking about, and you're like such a.
Thank you for subscribing.
Because at this point, you've just told me who you are. You're selfish.
Yep.
You do not care about your fellow man. I can almost promise you that I'm not safe in a room with you. So all that to say, you made the decision to help your business, but other small businesses like yourself are going to be negatively threatened by this. So you made the choice, and this is just rhetorical. I don't need an answer to this. You've told me everything I need to know about you.
John, what kind of business do you have?
It's the sports bar and grill, but not exactly just like every typical one. I don't really want to go too much in detail because the left is kind of crazy with this, and they probably dox me.
Oh yeah, the left is so crazy. I get death threats in my inbox daily. Yeah.
The left is so crazy. I said he was going to show up to my house, and now
which is why I don't want to say my business or what it is because I
probably don't deserve to have a business that you don't care about your community. That's all I'm going to say on it.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. But
I didn't stutter.
I did. Well, I just didn't hear you. That's why I asked you to repeat yourself.
No, I said it.
That's fine.
You're saying all this shit on the internet with your whole chest representing your business, saying to the entire world here that you didn't care about your fellow man and didn't care about your community and you voted for you. Fuck everyone else. You don't deserve to have a business because you are literally going to suffer because of this.
Yep. I'm going to tell my employees that I'm sorry I didn't feel like giving you guys a higher wage. I'm going to go ahead and vote for
that's exactly
the opposition, Vice President Harris.
You said that. That's exactly what you said. You
that
said
is
that.
exactly.
You said, I don't believe in fairness for my fellow man, for Black, brown, and indigenous people. I don't care about women. I don't care that my communities are going to be devastated. I don't care that my own fucking restaurant is going to suffer because everything's going to go up. The cost is going to go up. I don't know. You know.
People aren't going to be able to go out to eat. People aren't going to be able to go out to eat.
Yeah. You're not going to be able to buy those things.
Like, have you talked to any that are going to be affected? Yeah.
What's funny is I work in the agricultural region, so I'm going to see it in different ways in my district.
Okay.
It's already happening in my district. The county that's north of me, you know, I know that you want to pivot this off because you're feeling feelings right now. The county north of me, 40% of them are immigrants. They're hard fucking working people. And you know what they're afraid of right now and pulling their kids out of school right now? Because of your fucking piece of shit president who you said is okay because you just wanted to protect your business is now going to deport whole fucking families out of the United States because you didn't give a shit about your fellow man. I don't give a shit if you don't believe in God or not, but if anyone who is that shitty deserves to go to hell.
And hey, thank you for the opinion, but like I said, people are going to vote for who is going to help them.
It's just the truth, sweetheart.
I mean, it is just. I mean, and I'm telling you the truth too. People are going to vote for their family and what's going to put food on their plates.
No, you're right. Yeah, that's Republicans. That's MAGA.
For someone that's going to put food on their plate for their family,
John,
absolutely disgusting.
What you're saying is it's not voting for someone who's going to help your family and put food on the plate, right? Because what you're doing with this vote is not that. That's what you're telling yourself to try and justify. What you're doing instead is you have food on your plate already, okay? Your family has food on their plates, right? And that's a good thing. The bad part is that, hold on, you already have food on your plate. But what you're saying is, this guy over here, who I personally do not think deserves it, doesn't have food on his plate. And what I'm going to do is actively prevent it or make it harder for him to put food on his plate because I don't think that he deserves it. That's what you said. You had mentioned this at the very beginning when you're like, well, as a business owner, I don't want another business coming along to compete with mine. I don't want it to make it easier for that business to come about because then that could negatively affect my business. You literally said it, right? This is the difference between conservatives and like liberals or progressives, which is that you look at this in a zero-sum way. So liberals would rather raise conditions for everyone, like make I guess working conditions or whatever economic conditions better for everyone. Okay, conservatives want to do it in reverse, do the inverse, right? So they want to make it worse for some because that delta still exists, and that is quote unquote rising or increasing benefits for some, right? Because the delta is still there, so they can look at how much further down the other person is and say, well, okay, I guess that things are better. No, that's the difference.
And your restaurant, your food costs are going to go up. The stuff that you serve at your bar, a lot of the liquors and stuff come from Canada, and they're going to be tariffed to shit. So your restaurant costs are going to go up. You're going to raise your food and drink prices on your customers, and they're not going to be able to afford to come to you when they lose their benefits, when they lose their Social Security. If they're government workers, they lose their jobs. You have or people that are on Social Security lose their Social Security benefits. So you're not going to have people come into your restaurant and bar when you are going to have to raise your prices because of the tariffs. And you voted for your own demise.
So can any of you tell me what the 2017 tax cut and Job Act did? Can any of you tell me what it did for small businesses?
In 2017, who gives a fuck?
No one. So
we're in 2025.
No one can tell me what that did for small businesses. No one can tell me.
Okay, here's John. It's a broad question, but two. Here's the thing. Even if it was supposed to help small businesses, it didn't. Because I actually worked for a small business in Dallas, Texas. I worked in logistics prior to my switch into tech and now into politics. So when I worked in logistics, I was a sourcing coordinator. My job was to import all the product from China, India, Spain, and Italy. My job was to make sure it got across. We had $3.5 million stuck on the water that my company had to figure out what we were going to do and how we were going to pay that bill when they hit the port. And let's be very clear here. This is a long process. So we signed contracts with bigger companies, Dow, Mohawk, Shaw Industries that's based out of Georgia. It's a huge, huge facility. We had contracts with them. We couldn't raise the prices of our product. They were literal signed contracts. The company almost went bankrupt trying to figure it out. Consequently, they figured it out. You know how they fucking figured it out? My job went away and several other employees' jobs went away. That was just the first time I had to deal with Trump's tax plan, because not only did it hit me in my personal life, it hit me in my work life, because when I moved into just domestic logistics, guess what? The pandemic hit, and that fucked a lot of small businesses. Another small business that I worked for. So my job went away once again. But you know what's great about that? We're still on the tax plan. So for probably going to be the third year in a row, I'm going to owe $5,000, even though I paid a significant amount of money in taxes. Yeah, I don't miss
Do you have a source for that?
shit.
Do you have a source for small businesses being?
Dude, I'm not having this conversation with you any longer.
Suffering?
You were 16 years old. You were 16 in 2017. You don't know jack shit about the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. You probably just know what your daddy told you. Okay?
I probably should have raised him better.
I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. You're a fucking teenager.
Why about their age?
He's 25 now, is what I'm saying. So he was a teenager back then.
That's right, yeah.
He's young. You can look up the Tax and Jobs Cut. What happened to the farmers? We lost 600 legacy farmers the last time he did his tariffs on China because they stopped buying soybeans from us and stopped buying products from us because of his tariffs last time. This time, it's blanket. Targeted tariffs are different because Biden kept a few targeted tariffs that made sense. Blanket tariffs on every single fucking thing that comes into the country from every single one of these countries is going to devastate our economy.
Oh, we're already dealing with this in my district. So, fun fact, John, my district represents some of the largest bourbon and whiskey in the country. It's for Tennessee. So Jack Daniels is 20 minutes from my house. Uncle Nearest is about 45 minutes north of me. George Dickel is about 45 minutes northeast of me. And we've got several other small distilleries. Do you know that Jack Daniels has already said that they don't know how this is going to affect them because a lot of their product industry, what are you going to tell them, John? Are you going to stop drinking Jack Daniels since Jack Daniels will come out against your Lord and Savior?
No, I'm just confused where I would see that there would be job losses in the country.
If they work for a factory that can't sell their goods anymore because no one is buying them because they're too expensive, or they're boycotting the United States, like Canada. Canada pulled all American companies' alcohol off of their shelves in all of their grocery stores and all of their liquor stores. They're not even selling American products. They're not.
Yeah.
So
It's devastating these companies.
Okay, so when we have a tariff with Canada, and they are how much was their tariffs against us when we were trying to get goods from Canada into the U.S.? How much were they charging us? Because
we didn't have tariffs.
Canada has tariffs against
They
the
did
U.S. with their products.
after Trump initiated his. They did retaliatory. If they didn't do the tariffs, do you know what the USMCA is?
No.
It was the do you know what NAFTA was?
Yes.
The North American Free Trade Agreement. Well, Trump ended that in his last term, and he then himself negotiated the USMCA, which was between the United States, Mexico, and Canada. And he's out saying the other day, whoever did that deal, that was the worst deal ever. It was him. He did that deal. It was him. And so he's going against his own trade deal that he negotiated and signed on his last term in presidency. He's violating that very trade deal by putting tariffs on Canada and Mexico for no reason at all. And so they put a retaliatory tariff on us and said, fuck you to the United States, as they should have.
Exactly. And I want to add here, since you own a small business that utilizes, I'm going to assume, alcohol, you're about to feel the cost of this, because
big time.
Like Jack Daniels and George Dickel and Anheuser-Busch and all that, they're about to raise your prices, because guess who suffers when shit like this happens? We do. Not these big ass corporations, not those big ass, companies and billionaires that you voted for. It's not going to be them who suffers. It is going to be me, because not only is it going to affect your bar and your bar prices, it's going to affect people who would go to your bar. I mean, I probably wouldn't go to your bar knowing your political stances, but the people that go there are going to be lower income people who can't afford a price hike in their beer. So can you say on this platform today that you're not going to raise your prices?
Oh no, I've had to, over the past month, I've had to raise the prices.
Of course you have.
By
Yeah, you have.
$1 or two.
Well, $1 or two. $1 or two on every item and every drink and every food item and everything is going to make it. Oh, do you not hear me speaking?
Sorry, go ahead.
$1 or two on every single item on your menu or drink. Every drink they buy, every appetizer, everything that they buy, $1 or two adds up really fucking fast. And if people are losing their jobs and they're losing their benefits and they're losing their healthcare and they're losing all of these things, they're not going to come to your establishment anymore. And your food prices are going to go up because of the tariffs, and your liquor, alcohol is going to go up in price. So you're not going to have the patronage to your restaurant that you think you're going to have, all because you wanted to be selfish for your business alone, not caring about anyone else, not caring about all the federal employees that are losing their jobs, not the 80,000 veterans that are being kicked out of the VA, all of this stuff that's happening. Who's going to come to your restaurant?
Actually, the past 2 days we've had like record days since we've opened. So
yeah, before the tariffs hit. It's so selfish. It's so gross.
I say this in all honesty. I hope that is the case for your business. Unfortunately, we three know that that's not going to be the case. Mm-mm. And I'm all for the fuck around and the find out stage. I'm all for the find out stage at this point, because we've been telling you guys for 10 plus years, at least I have been doing that and been saying
I do too.
want you to feel the pain because it's so angry. As someone, as a woman in this country who's lost her rights, as a mother who has to raise children in shittier education, as a wife who has to watch the patriarchy being swung about in front of my husband and all day, every day, as how it's going to affect my mentally disabled brother, how it's going to negatively affect my grandmother who also voted the same way, how it's going to affect all those people. I'm going to think about, so I don't want you in the find out stage, because your vote, your shit decision is going to hurt not only people that I love, but my community and my country. And that I find unforgivable. Click that shit, please. That was really good.
So right quick, the only important part of this Atlanta Fed GDP prediction is now a shrinkage of 1.5%. Originally, they were predicting that we would see growth of 2.3% in GDP for the quarter. They've adjusted to negative 1.5% GDP. That's a 4 percentage point swing close. So, I mean, like you said, your record openers. I mean, look, man, I'm glad you had good business. I can tell you, it ain't gonna last.
Nope.
Yeah,
We're barely towards a recession.
It is. I mean, if I'm wrong and a year ago today I closed my business, I will stand on 10 toes and come in here and say you guys are right. But until I see some proof that my business will fail, or
But all the world's economists are telling you this.
I got proof for you. I got proof for you.
Then no.
Okay, that's cool.
Wait, what state are you in again?
I'm in. I'll tell you. I'm around the West Coast. I don't want to say the specific state.
Like we're gonna find some John on TikTok or whatever.
Absolutely. Like it happens to people that come up here and speak about why
John,
it happens.
He said Arizona earlier, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. It was Arizona. It's California. It's one of the, probably is going to complain about it. It's Arizona. That's what the chat said.
That's what he said when he first came up, I believe.
Well, John, like you want proof that Republicans are worse economically. They're just bad for the economy. 10 out of the last 11 recessions started under Republicans.
Yep.
Started under Republicans. 10 out of the last 11. Since 1989, 51 million new jobs have been created in America. 50 million of those net new jobs, Democrats, under Democratic presidencies. Only 1 million net new under Republicans.
Yep.
Every single time Republican administrations come in, they fuck up the economy, and then Democrats come in
And fix it.
and then
Take
the cycle repeats.
I was gonna say, and then they take credit for what the previous administration did, and then they get voted back in again because people are stupid. I don't even give you a year, John. I'm going to give you about 6 months because you have no idea what's about to hit you. You have no idea. If the tariffs actually go in, what I personally, now this TikTok, this is my opinion, and this is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. My personal opinion is if he keeps saying that he's putting these tariffs in, the stock market fucking crashes. And right, and people that invest for a living, they buy when it's low. So they swoop in and buy a bunch of stock that people just sold. And then he's like, okay, I'll wait 30 days. I'll hold off for a month. We'll do it next month. And then the stock market goes back up again. And then he's doing this so his billionaire or millionaire friends can keep just making themselves more and more wealthy and make the market unstable.
Well, there's other things that are happening.
I call it market manipulation, but that's my personal opinion.
I mean, his stupidity and market, are going to end up popping a bubble we were hoping to avoid the pop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's the housing market because we all knew it was in a bubble. It's been in a bubble for a while, and when these policies are going to circumvent and speed up foreclosures, and has a speed up foreclosures, that bubble is going to burst. And when it bursts, it's going to be 08 times 100.
It's going to be. Do you know, John? Do you know when the last time that we did mass deportations and blanket tariffs? Do you know what happened? You can unmute.
No. I know the last time mass deportation was done, but not blanket tariffs.
The Great Depression.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the conversation. Like I said, I'll come back up if my business fails. But until then, it's something.
I don't want you to come back up if your business fails, John. I don't want you to come back up if your business fails. I want to see you in front of Congress yelling at Trump. I do not believe that you give a shit until you're doing that. If your business fails in 2 years, I want to shake your hand in fucking Congress because I want to tell you that I told you and I'm going to make it better for you. How about that?
I appreciate that, Congresswoman. But yeah,
I'm not a congresswoman now. I'm just a candidate right now.
Okay.
But you need to vote all the way down ballot. I need you to get more fucking active. I need you to prove to me that you're not just going to sit here and not actively participate. I want to shake your hand in 2 years when I tell you, you know what, I fucking told you 2 years ago on TikTok, but guess what? We're going to fucking make it better. And I want you to stay engaged. Because what you're saying today, I need you to unpack that shit and do some inner work. Because this is fucking insane. And he's the same age as my youngest brother. This is.
Yeah, I mean,
You're going to suffer from this. And I hate that for you. And your friends and family are going to suffer. And we hate that for you.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate the
Have the day
conversation.
you deserve and the day you voted for.
Damn.
Can I get those clips? Because I was on one.
I actually wrote it down, so don't worry.
I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm a mood today.
I mean, that was an important conversation to have, though. I mean, let's just be honest. That was an important conversation to have because he's a young man. He's, he inherited this business. So he comes from privilege. He didn't have to start it from the ground up to where he knows the grind. He's got a bit of a sense of entitlement, like, hey, I got this business, I got to keep this thing going, so I'm gonna vote for me, and all this kind of stuff. And he has no idea. Like, we know what's coming, so we're prepared-ish for what's coming. They don't know what's coming, and they're going to get hit really hard. And the restaurant bar industry is a tough industry anyway to keep afloat. Because you got to keep people coming in. And if people's livelihoods get interrupted and their paychecks get interrupted, their benefits get interrupted, they're not going to be patronizing his establishment. I mean, he might have been hoping on the no tax on tips so that he could pay his people less. No.
You're not. I almost promise you, you're right. You literally just say you're not going to get more money because I'm getting taxed more. He literally would just say that.
I was just like, oh my God. Okay. Weirdo. But anyway.
I think the ranch ran away when I asked for my money about dog walking.
Oh my God. Clueless. That was a good conversation, though.
Really good conversation. I agree. He took it well.
I mean, he didn't crash out like most of them do, like from the jump, especially when women tell them the what for. They usually crash and burn pretty quick. I'll give him that.
I'm in Tennessee.
Yeah, she's in Tennessee. Lady Buckeye. All right. Val, you notice thank you, Loretta. Thank you for the coral reef. Thank you so much. Val, that guy hasn't come back yet, the outspoken guy or whatever, right?
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath.
That's why you're like, no, you won't.
He's looking for the impossible.
He's still looking for the no tax on tips and the policy.
He said said he'd go find his proof and be back. I said, we'll see you next year.
If you voted for Trump, you can still request up. Anybody can request up now. It's after 6 o'clock, so anybody can request. But Trump supporters, you're welcome to request as well. Democracy.
Sorry.
Was it an accident?
Tapping error.
Tapping error? Okay, no worries. Thank you. No worries. No worries. Good news. Hi, Matria.
Hi, how are you this evening?
I am doing okay. I've had a very lazy Sunday, which is what I needed.
You've had quite the people on here today.
Oh yeah.
And I think when Out of Pocket comes back, I'll be really excited.
He ain't coming back.
Yeah, Mitri,
Right.
you're holding your breath. Mitri, you sound like you're holding your breath, man. We ain't seen that guy ever again.
No, that was wild, though. I'll be back. I'm going to go research this. I'm just glad Val said it, because I was over here like, yeah, he'll be back. Oh, okay.
Do you like my...
I just wanted to come up here and first of all say hello to your panel, because I haven't seen Nemo in a while. And I always like saying hi to Val and Victoria. I've never been on a panel with you, but I've seen you all kinds of places, and I adore you. Oh, and this account's not following you, but I'm going to. And then this will be the last time, Diava, that I will come up here on this account and try to steal some of your followers.
Oh, that's okay, because you go live right after me, so I'm done by the time you go live.
Right. So those of you that do not know, thank you for the gifts, by the way. Those of you that do not know, I do a live show after Diava, and we do good news and inspirational news. And we try to take a break away from all the heavy stuff and all of the stuff that is dark and, not great. So if you're interested in a show like that and you just want to chill out a little bit and relax at the end of the night, feel free to come over and see us, and we're going to hang out and we're going to talk about some good news. I have people come up on my panel at the end of the show. We talk about some other stuff. We have conversation. So I just wanted to invite everybody once again. You guys are all awesome. I've gotten quite a bit of a following from Diava before, so I really appreciate you guys.
Of course.
And I don't want to say it out or say it too fast, but Victoria, didn't you say one time that you have videos about how to run for office?
I do. And
I want to check
putting
those
more.
out. I want to check those out because I want to run locally. So
Do it. Oh my God, yes. Also on my website, you can find Run for Something, the web links to Run for Something, Train Democrats, which talks how to train Democrats on like local and state and federal. And then also one it's geared towards women or femme presenting people. But it's going to merge. So yeah, definitely go check it out.
Yeah.
I'm going to look for that because I do want to run locally and start making a little bit of a difference. But I just wanted to come up here and invite everybody to come see me after we leave Diava. If you would like a little bit of a palate cleanser, please do. But thank you for having me up.
Of course.
It's always good to see you all. I love the show as always. I'll be back tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, Matria.
Me too.
Appreciate you. Yeah, there was a plane crash near a retirement community in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, an hour ago. Or a couple hours ago. I'm just looking at the... but it crashed near a retirement community. Another one.
I'm going to go ahead and drop. Love you.
Okay, bye, Victoria. Thank you so much.
Bye, Victoria. Yeah, not that too.
Okay, bye, Nemo.
See ya.
Yikes. Pete, you're not... Pete's head, Seth's liver. Man, Got planes falling out of the sky today, man. You better sober up.
I don't care. It's a good time to be in America. All my jokes were for Nemo
Oh
and
no.
Victoria, and they dropped. But all I have to say is Tommy Tuberville, because Tommy Tuberville was talking about how we need to cut the Pentagon down to a trigon, which is not a shape.
No.
And he fell out of a plane the other day, which was pretty fun. He was coming down the steps out of a plane, and he tripped and fell. And I was like, you're living up to your name, Tommy Tuberville.
And it does explain a lot of his football failures.
Well, he bounces like rubber.
Oh my
He's
god.
not that big, but I think he's made of some sort of rubber.
I love that for him.
Don't. I mean, you have to, I guess. It's like a superpower, but he's also an asshole.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Right. Like most of these people. But that was, hey, Val, I missed you the last couple nights, man.
Yeah, I've been working in my office. So.
No, you got real stuff to do. I know you ain't got shit to do.
Well, not just that. I had to do some rearranging.
Well, I'm just drinking 6 packs, 9 packs, 12 packs, whatever you put them in. I'm drinking them. It's March.
Okay, Val, can you take real quick? Val, can you take over for a second? I have to run to the restroom really fast.
That's fine. Since most people will, it's going to be hard to see now that you're off, so we'll wait till you come back. Since most people have never really seen my office.
Wait, left with Val.
Yeah.
I feel this is intimate now.
Hold on. You know what? I can give myself the big box chicken.
Oh boy.
So since nobody's ever really seen my office, this is what I work in every day. This is where I talk to most of y'all from every day. And I was working on this, and I do my drum set here. So
Yeah, I've seen that. I've heard you play the drums.
yeah, and then I got my drum set here, and then so I was working on growing that, and then cleaning up my office, and then getting some stuff on the walls, and getting my desk set back up. So. Getting everything set back up. So that's been my last couple days.
You've been busy, man. You've been busy. That's good.
I'm busy.
And then you'll probably be on a cruise next week.
No. I don't go again till May. So that's
a few months away.
A few months. No. So no, that's been my work for the last couple days.
That's good. I like it.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been a project.
I'm supposed to be buying. My wife and I are supposed to be buying a keyboard so we can do. Because we both studied the piano, but we don't play anymore.
I missed what you did, but that's my fault.
I've shown the work I've been doing the past couple days.
Okay.
I've shown my work.
Looks good.
What did you do? What did you do? You don't have to take me back there, but what did you do? Did you do flooring again or no?
No. I rearranged the entire office, got some more art on the wall, stuff like that. Stories that were written about me and those types of things.
Oh, neat. You have been busy.
The main thing was rearranging it because, y'all wouldn't know, but my drum set grew.
You bought more drums?
Do it? Yeah, it grew.
Neil Peart setup.
No, nothing. Well, it depends. Neil Peart. So a lot of people realize they look at Neil Peart's drum set and they don't realize that like the biggest of his drum sets was really 3 different drum sets that he used in 3 different things. Wasn't all just one set.
You gotta play for us sometime.
Yeah, I will.
Tell me when you're ready, and I'll carve out some time during the friendly time for you to come and jam. We'll jam.
Okay, it's hard on the phone though because the phone tends to distort.
I know. Which we understand that. That's cool.
I mean, like I can hit a symbol. Like I can hit a symbol. I tried this once with the phone, and I hit a symbol, and the sound just went away. You know, of course, my ears are ringing, but the phone's like, oh hell no.
Phone just gave up.
It's like not a chance.
Well, I'll drop down. Let some other folks come up, but love you guys. Everything. By the way, everything's going great.
Good.
With my son, they said that this weekend would be the worst. He's been running around the house. We went outside, took the dog for a walk, and everything like that. They said this weekend on Sunday, they said he would be the sickest that they think he would be, but he's been amazing. So
I'm so glad.
I just want to thank everybody here that I know are sending great thoughts and positive vibes our way.
Of course.
He's just rocking it, man. He was dancing, shaking his butt at me today, just doing
That's
all
so
sorts
awesome.
of just crazy stuff. So I just really want to thank everybody for the positive vibes.
Absolutely. And that's what you want your kids, is to be happy and to
Yeah,
not be
that's
suffering
all.
and
No pain, no nothing.
Yep.
But tomorrow we have to go get blood drawn, so we'll see what happens tomorrow.
that's not fun, but hey, it's better than the alternative for what they thought was going to happen this weekend. So I'll take a hard blood. I would take a hard blood draw over him being like really sick or hurting. So
Exactly. Well, he has to get blood drawn on Monday and Thursday, and then Monday and Thursday next week. So, but the IV was the worst part. But no, I just want to say thanks for all the good thoughts for everybody. So you can drop me down.
okay, thank you so much, Opie. We appreciate it. I'm so happy. I am so happy for you. There's nothing worse for a parent than watching your kids suffer. So ugh.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, thank you, Cheryl, for the $1. I appreciate it.
Hey, how are you?
I'm hanging.
All right.
Hanging. Haven't been up for a while. Just dropping in to say hello.
Hey. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
Are you up
Still
to?
unemployed. So
Oh,
I don't.
same. Other than TikTok, is it?
I know. So over the weekend, I think I applied at like 15 places. So we'll see.
Well, good thoughts for you.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I called the electric company because they told me one thing a couple days ago. Now it's another thing. And I'm like, you son of a bitches. Keep your shit straight. So, but it's all good. It'll work out. So, how have you been?
Doing good.
I just took a huge sip of drink and had a whole bunch of ice in it. Sorry. No, I'm doing good. Day before yesterday, the surprise I've been keeping for 5 months, that my daughter's best friend, who had to flee, her and her family had to flee to Illinois, to a blue state, because DeSantis made a rule in Florida that if there's anybody in the house that was receiving gender affirming care, that the state could take all the children in the family away. So
What?
yeah, so my daughter's best friend is a child. My daughter's a child, and so they tucked tail and left because her brother was transgender. So they moved. June this year will be 2 years that they moved, and my daughter has missed her best friend. And they haven't seen each other for almost 2 years. So her mom contacted me like 5 months ago and said, "Hey, we're coming to see you guys in March, but don't tell her. We want it to be a surprise." So I have been keeping this surprise for 5 months that her best friend was coming. And so day before yesterday, Friday, I said, "Hey, you want to go check out a new park that I found?" She's like, "Yeah, that sounds great." So we drove to the park, and when we got there, her best friend was standing there, and I got it on video of her just like, and surprised her, and she was jumping up and down, and she got to spend time with her best friend. And then yesterday, a mutual friend had a birthday party, so we all went to the birthday party, and so they got to spend more time together there. And so they leave this Wednesday, so we're going over Tuesday night after my live for pizza and game night, so they can spend one more last night together. So
that's awesome. I am so happy for you guys.
So we had a really fun. It's been a fun weekend.
Nice.
And I was really excited for her that she finally got to see her best friend. And you know, they Zoom call each other and they play Roblox games together while they Zoom call each other and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's not the same as being in person and just, you know,
hugging and touching.
Exactly. They hugged about 94 times.
Oh, I bet.
But so I've actually had a pretty fun weekend.
My best friend are like literally, you know, like 45 minutes from each other, but it's just, you know, she works so much and then she's got her own, you know, and we talk all the time, but I'm like, God, when was the last time we saw each other? Like August, and, you know, it's like, fuck.
Like it was really hard. It was really hard for me to keep it for 5 months because like when she'd get upset or you know, she had really, really super anxiety. My daughter has an anxiety disorder, like really severely, like paralyzing kind. And whenever she'd be having a really hard time, so many times I want to be, it's okay, Madison will be here soon, you know.
And share some good news.
And Madison said the same thing because whenever they were talking one time, and Ava told her, you know, like I could really use a hug right now. And she said she wanted to say so bad that I'll be there soon to give you a hug, but she didn't want to ruin the surprise either. So when I tell you they hugged almost constantly every few minutes, it was super cute, and it was worth keeping that a secret for 5 months.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad. It just, you know, we're gonna get through this.
Yeah, we'll get through it together. Yep.
You know, it's just.
I agree. We're you know, and I say this every day on my live that, you know, we're gonna need each other. We're gonna need community to get through this. So there's gonna be days. There's gonna be days where I'm strong and you're weak, and there's gonna be days that I'm weak and you're strong, or I'm gonna have a need and you guys will help me with that need. You guys have a need, we'll help you with that need. Like we're gonna need community to get through all of this. And so I'm super, you know, like I'm really proud of the community that we've built here, and we're going to need each other. So I've told you guys from day one, as long as I have you guys as support, I will be here every single day. And I will keep doing this. We'll get through this together. We'll help each other when somebody needs help, you know, all of those things. And I mean it. And you guys have not let me down. So.
I know. And, you know, I go into, you should talk to him. I don't know if you had, his name is, he goes by Marty McFly 242.
Oh, yeah. I've seen his live before.
Yeah, he's a former mega. And, you know, I'm part of his community, and, you know, he's helped me out. You know, they get so upset with me because I have a lot of pride, and I hate asking for help.
A lot of people do, especially people that are like, I've always had a hard time asking for help because I'm the nurturer, I'm the fixer, I'm the one who helps everybody else. But I will be the last to ask for help. So I feel you.
And you know, they help me out, and it's like I don't know when and they're like, don't even say it. Like, stop. We're not asking, you know. Just like, ugh.
And I was watching, I don't know if you know Johnny Palmadessa, if you've ever seen his lives, but he's amazing. I love him. But somebody gave him a really generous gift, and he was like, I can't accept this. I'll send it back. And he's like, I can't accept this. And so somebody came up next and said, if you block someone from blessing you, then you're blocking the blessing that they're going to receive for blessing you. So always take the help, because the person who did the blessing for you is going to get it back for themselves. So you don't want to rob someone else of receiving a blessing by not taking your blessing. So that's helped me in my mindset, because I struggle with it here too. Because my followers, I have some of the most amazing followers and people who donate to me and who support my live. And I just feel so unworthy.
Yeah.
So many times. Like I feel so unworthy of their gifts that they give me. And I've had to truly, yeah, Loretta, I believe that too. I truly do. And, you know, so it's hard for me to receive these blessings from people, but I've just learned to be extremely grateful, because the person who blessed me is going to get their blessing. And who am I to block that?
So Auntie Biscuit wants to come up.
Yeah, I can bring her up.
So drop me, bring her up, and I just wanted to say hi to you guys.
Thank you so much for coming up. Of course.
Yeah, love you guys.
Thank you.
Hello. How are you?
Hi, Auntie Biscuit. Yeah, I bring up anybody during friendly time. So from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern time, I bring friendlies, Trumpers, anybody that wants to.
I caught the right timing for
You surely did.
So how is everybody apart from living in this crazy motherfucking world that we live in?
I'm okay. I mean, as good as we can be.
Yeah, this is true. This is true indeed. Yeah. So have you heard the latest that's come out today about Trump in Ukraine?
Hit me. I don't know, because I hear so much stuff. I don't know if something's happened since I've been on live.
Literally just filtered through in the past couple of hours that basically the Trump administration, even if a mineral deal is signed, they are not going to guarantee intelligence and arms shipments return back to what they were.
They're just extorting. They're just extorting that, man. It's disgusting. I think that's extortion. I think it's just absolutely horrendous what they're doing, and it actually goes a bit against the Budapest Memorandum.
Yeah. So like my other friends and friendlies that know me well. No, I know me well enough by now. I don't normally do friendly fire because I try and keep allies and people, friends together. But something that perhaps Americans aren't aware of overall. Are you aware that just to the United Kingdom alone, you owe us $786 billion?
I have no doubt.
Yeah. So
I have no doubt.
This is why Cayman Islands, which also belongs to Britain, it's a actual extraterritorial. That's another 300 billion. Japan, 1.1 trillion. In the next 2 years, your other country's going to own at least 25% of your national sovereign deficit. And so, like, a lot of us are now starting to ask the question, like, America stamping its feet over, well, the Trump administration. I'm going to be clear because there's a lot of beautiful Americans out there who I love dearly and only want the best for. But they're stamping their feet over $120 billion and trying to extort $1 trillion worth of minerals out of Ukraine for the process. But like, part of me is just wondering, shouldn't the rest of us just call in all of our treasury bonds now and just, and really force the pump?
Yeah.
It's weird because like we're looking at this situation and we're like, are you seriously trying to push Europe into a World War III situation?
Yeah. He doesn't think long term. That's the problem. Trump thinks about nothing long term. Everything is all about like right now. He doesn't think about the long term, and he doesn't think about the consequences down the road, because he's probably like, well, I'm not going to be here. He ain't got to worry about it. He just wants to get this mineral deal because they have a lot of lithium, and Elon Musk needs lithium for his electric cars.
Yeah. So do you know the mathematical breakdown of all of this?
No.
Okay, so currently Ukraine has around about an identified amount of about 550,000 metric tons of lithium ore deposits.
Oh my God.
Makes it one of the largest and most easily accessible lithium ore deposits on the planet. Now that's worth on the open market about $10,400 a metric ton. Making it $5.5 trillion worth of lithium ore. But the thing is, when you don't send ore overseas for processing, generally speaking, for that type of ore, because of instability. So you process it in country, that increases the value upwards of about $62 trillion. There's cobalt there. The Ukraine is currently sat on around $230 trillion worth of minerals, and that doesn't include its gas and oil supply.
Wow.
Now, that that's what this war is about. It's
Correct.
about Russia because, well, Russia is a huge landmass and has extensive mineral deposits. Most of them are under at least half a mile of permafrost, making it really expensive and hard to mine. Whereas, why do we have to worry about making it hard when we can just do it in Ukraine? And while we're doing it, we can also ethnically cleanse an entire country of 44 million.
Well, he wants to ethnically cleanse Gaza. He wants to ethnically cleanse Ukraine. Like, he's just a self-idiot. And we know this, you know this. He doesn't do any deals that don't personally benefit himself.
Yeah, so here's the other thing as well with Gaza. It's not going to be Trump Towers. It's going to be a significant military base, because all the other military bases are what's called shared occupancy. So the home nation still has overall control, which is a safety function for the home nation, just in case some person like this gets into office. I know you don't like too much foul language. I'm trying not to do that on your live. But here's the thing: he wants to put a military base there, and that will allow the United States military to subvert control of the Suez Canal from the indigenous. Obviously, it's Greenland. Then you've got the Panama issue. Like right now, the only option Europe has to try and push back against this is to literally militarize the hell on both sides. Do a deal with Tunisia and Morocco to militarize the hell out of the Gibraltar Straits, which to kind of create a choke point to neutralize US advantage over those other three global choke points.
Yep, and that's the reason. I mean, and that's the reason why he is siding basically with Putin on land grabs is because he wants to do the same thing.
Yeah,
he wants to occupy other lands that he doesn't own either.
Like, there's 340 million of you, roughly, give or take 5 million, because the last census was a good couple of years ago now. But the geographical landmass of the United States makes you one of the most sparsely populated territories or nations on the planet. It's not like you need any more land room.
No, exactly. He's just a greedy motherfucker. And he wants to be a dictator, and he wants to be like known as something in history, which he's only going to be known as, he's going to go down like Hitler did.
Oh yes, it's going to be pretty hard to justify anything good this man has done. Now I'm very worried because obviously I have not seen this. I'm closer to 50 these days, Diva, and
I'm 52, so I feel ya.
Yeah, and I've seen I've seen the troubles because of Northern Ireland. I didn't know if a railway line was going to get blown up when I was on the train as a youngster, and all of those horrendous things. I have seen, I remember 1983 when we got pretty damn close to nuclear Armageddon. Then, I've seen a lot like yourself, and I got to be honest, this is the first time in my life that I'm just going, I'm actually concerned about this one.
Yeah, me too. I think we all are too. I mean, we all are too. To be honest with you, I think the vast majority of people in the United States are.
Yeah, because this time around, if something does kick off, and I'm pretty sure the direction we're going is that something will kick off unless, I don't know, something miraculous happens. And due to the fact that I do not believe in God, I therefore cannot believe in miracles, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
It's like, and this is just for American, your fellow Americans, like the weapons of war that will be used to mean that the US gets hit since the War of 1812. And I've got family in America, I've got friends in America, and I don't want you guys hit, but in saying that, I don't want my nation hit either. And this is what
which 23% of Americans, those MAGAs, voted for. They basically voted for World War III.
Yep, and you probably saw our lives or when it were in lives. Everyone saying they were voting for Donald Trump because they didn't want World War III. They thought Kamala would get us into World War III.
Yeah, congratulations, dumbasses! You just voted for World War III.
That's exactly. That's exactly what I said. I said no. If you vote for Trump and he gives Putin Ukraine, they're not going to stop at Ukraine, and it's going to cause a freaking World War III. And they're like, no, that's Kamala.
Yeah, but of course it's going to be Kamala because number one, America is not ready to vote for a female leader, which is asinine as hell. Because apparently women can't be leaders, but yeah, Queen Elizabeth. I may not like, or I did not like Margaret Thatcher or Theresa May, but we've had three female prime ministers, but one of them was outlasted by lettuce, so Liz Truss doesn't count. But we have had three female prime ministers. We've had a queen. We've Australia's had female leadership.
And there was no wars when the ladies were leading, huh?
Yeah, you don't wonder why that might be. Could it be because women we might have actually a thing that we give a fuck about the rest of human life?
Right, and because we're very good at multitasking, negotiating, keeping peace, that kind of stuff. So, yeah. But anyway, I only have like 8 minutes left, so I gotta bring up another person. Or I've got Simon up here. But thank you. Huh?
I said, thanks for having me up.
Of course, I love having you up. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Auntie Biscuit. You're just always such a wealth of knowledge, too. I love having you up here. Simon, hi. You said you had a question earlier, so I told you to come up during friendly time, so I wanted to make sure I got to you.
Yes. Hi, Val. How do you?
Hi.
Do you see the videos I sent you through the DM?
No.
Oh, okay. Something.
Sorry. I haven't been on my phone this much this weekend because I've been with the kids running back and forth to birthday parties and doing all kinds of stuff. So.
Something along about Trump is revolution, like sending the military into the streets or something like that. That he is. I can't. That's the thing. That's why I was trying to understanding. Like, is that something going to be happening? I don't know.
Well, I think that's only if martial law gets if he calls for martial law, but otherwise, you mean him putting military out into the streets against us?
Yeah.
Val, do you?
The whole point.
Val, do you know
about that video?
Okay.
Yeah, the putting the troops. If you
something about on April 20th.
Yeah, if he declares martial law, yeah, you can put troops in this, but it's going to get sticky. Because you're going to have pushback from the troops. This is not going to go well, and then you have to have a reason for that.
Right.
Okay? There has to be a reason. Okay, and it's just not something a president can make up and put in, and there's outcomes for this if he does. So, we'll wait and see what he does. I try not to speculate too much on that. I mean, does it look like he's trying to move that direction? It does, but we'll see how that works out.
I mean, the military doesn't have to take unlawful orders. And also, because back in let me put it this way, back in the Nuremberg trials, them saying that they were just going along with what they were told to do didn't work well for those people.
Right.
So,
and then what about the military people? Can they deny to participate that kind of movement that the president execute?
Yes.
Would that get them in a lot of trouble?
Like I said, they are allowed constitutionally, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Val. Constitutionally wise, I mean, if they can deny unlawful orders.
Yeah, they can deny unlawful orders. Yes, it's not a military person is not bound to follow an unlawful order.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
I just want to make sure because, I'm a little bit worried for those people who doesn't want to follow and they're gonna get in trouble or go to jail for that.
I mean, they could get court-martialed, but they would probably be let out once the coup or whatever it is that he's doing is over. But Yeah, that's hard. I don't know.
Okay.
But they do not have to follow unlawful orders.
Okay. Great. That's all I wanted to know.
Okay.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you. Hill, hi, how are you? I haven't talked to you for a while.
Hey, I'm good.
I know I only have a few minutes left, but I wanted to give you at least a few minutes to say something because you haven't been up for a while.
I appreciate it. I don't always get to come up. I'm usually at work.
I know. I see you in here every day, but you don't get to talk.
Yeah, well, since you're ending earlier now, I usually have an hour when I'm out of work, right during Friendly's time, but I'm working during the whole time. But anyway, I wanted to come up. How's everyone doing? Hi, Belle.
Doing good.
Good. I wanted to come up when you were talking to that young man, the restaurant owner.
Oh yeah.
And only because I can relate to like the alcohol sales part right now. And what's happening that I've seen specifically at our store is, at the beginning of the year, there's always price increases. That happens, I think, pretty much across the board for a lot of industries.
Mm-hmm.
And in the alcohol industry, it does happen, and the price increases come from the corporate end and then to a distributor end, and then we get the alcohol from distributors and they raise their costs, so we have to raise ours. And so in January, we had a price increase on just about everything. And what I've noticed over the last couple of weeks on aluminum products, anything that comes in aluminum has increased. And then there's been some other items that have increased too. But I think what we're going to see is that whether a product is tariffed or not,
Mm-hmm.
corporations are going to raise their prices just because they can.
That's right.
They're going to move along with the market and the way that the market rolls. I anticipate a price increase for the bourbon whiskeys here in the United States as well. If they can't export them to other countries, then somebody's going to have to pick up that slack, and it's going to be us.
Yep.
And I've noticed it specifically with aluminum. All of our beer and our sodas and everything that comes in aluminum, there's been price increases on top of the original one from the year. So I think some companies are anticipating that aluminum tariff.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's going to affect people on an all around basis, no matter what. So
I agree.
If anyone thinks he's not going to be affected, and that it's not going to come around full circle for him,
he's going to have a double whammy though, because he has a restaurant and a bar, and his food costs are going to go up, and his alcohol prices are going to go up.
Yeah, I was watching a video the other day of a creator who was making a video about tomatoes and about the tariff on fruits and vegetables, and but all of the different items that are made out of tomatoes, like everything from just regular tomatoes on your hamburgers and to ketchup to marinara sauce to like all of this. I mean, she laid it out crazy about tomatoes. I was like, oh yeah, I hadn't even thought about a lot of that stuff. But
I mean, if he has guacamole in his restaurant, like if he's got like a chips and dip or nachos or something, guacamoles, we get almost all of our guacamoles from avocados from Mexico.
Yeah, that and beef. The increase in the price of beef is going to affect them. Increase the price of chicken. I mean, it's going to hit the restaurant industry hard. No matter what, it's going to hit all of us hard. I think it's just a matter of time before we really start feeling it.
But I think it's like I said, we know it's coming. Like we know it's going to coming. We've been screaming it from the rooftops. It's them that are going to be blindsided, and he's going to remember this conversation today. He's going to remember when he starts getting hit with the food costs and the alcohol, all that stuff. When he starts to see it going up, or his patronage goes down because people can't afford to eat at his restaurant or can't afford to eat out at a restaurant, he's going to remember this conversation we had today.
I agree. And then when he said he'd had his two busiest days of the year, or
last 2 days, it's Friday and Saturday.
Yeah. Well, and, not just that, but it's like March Madness. It's like all of these different things that can
bring in people. Yeah,
contribute to that. And we've been having some pretty busy days. And what I have learned is that there's not a lot of people who are going to stop buying alcohol just because it goes up a little bit.
I agree. Yeah.
And so I think my industry or our little local business is safe
somewhat. But
Right, people will drink at home, not at a bar.
Right. Well, it's a whole different ballgame at the bar. I mean, you go to the bar and you're paying $8-9 for a pint of beer.
Mm-hmm.
You come into a local small liquor store, you're paying like maybe $3.
Right.
So anyway, I love you guys. I'm here every day.
I know. I see you, and I
get to come up every day.
I know, that's why I brought you up, because you don't get to give requests very often. So, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. I love you, and I'm so glad you got to come up today for a minute.
Thank you so much. You all have a great night.
You too. Thanks. Bye. All right. Sorry about not everybody getting up today. I apologize. We've just run out of time. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you for all the likes, the taps, the gifts, the cash apps, the Venmos. But more importantly, just thank you for being here every single day. I can't do this every single day without you. So I appreciate you so much. And sorry.
Thank you, Tara, for the $25 cash app. Or Venmo, sorry. Thank you.
Oh, that was so nice, Tara. So I say it every day. We're gonna get this through this together. I don't know if Nemo and Victoria are still here listening. I doubt it, but I want to thank them for coming up too, because that was a really good panel discussion. So I appreciate all of you, and we'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. and we'll do this all over again. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you much. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Mwah. All right. Hi, YouTube. I will see you guys tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. Hi, Twitch. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, and we'll do this all over again. I love you guys. Mwah. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you so, so much. Thank you.